And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of the Chaotic Culture Podcast, the pod where chaos rules and black culture is supreme. The Chaotic Culture Podcast is brought to you by W Energy, the official energy drink and energy sponsor of the Chaotic Culture Podcast. Use promo code Chaotic Culture 1 to get 10% off your order. If you aren't familiar, of course, this podcast will deep dive into modern black culture and how millennials and Gen Z can navigate the crazy parts from music, finances, black business highlights, content creators, home ownership, HBCU, sports, black nerdom, anime, wrestling, and so on. If it encompasses black culture, we are going to cover it. Live from the 7-5, I am the host and the creator of the Chaotic Culture Podcast. This is your boy, Ked the Pro, aka the Calculator Millennial, aka the Encore Presentation. Now, can I get an encore? Do you want more? Aka your favorite toxic adjacent king, Ked the Poet, Ked the Closer, Chaotic Ked, all that good shit. The 843 is me, but VA is where I stay. Always chaotic, never toxic most days. Back again, once again, with your favorite black culture highlights and black culture shenanigans. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the lab. I know it's been about a week. The last time that y'all checked this out, of course, we dropped the WrestleMania 40 weekend review. And so far, it's gotten plenty of likes and plenty of views on YouTube. So we definitely appreciate you guys checking us out. Of course, we are back with the roundtable. Well, we're going to do things a little different. But before we get into that, of course, I have a guest that's joining me. And I think this is his first time on Chaotic Culture. So with that in mind, I'm going to let him introduce himself. But of course, within our circles, I met this young gentleman officially at AWA 2022, where we got our first introduction to each other, I believe, face to face. But anything geek related, nerd related, of course, we are always on the same page. He's also a gamer as well. Dude is heavy into gaming just like I am, but him maybe even more so. And yeah, of course, he also has a lovely partner who's also in the gaming as well. Is that correct?
That is half correct. She is
Half
into
correct.
gaming. I got her into gaming and anime, so I'm I'm
Ah.
I'm, I'm easing her in. I'm easing her in a little bit.
Got you. Hey, agenda. We
Of
already know
course,
what it is. But ladies
absolutely.
and gentlemen, of course, this is for the first time. Please welcome Khadeem, aka Let's Geek Out. Oh, goodness gracious, I'm stuttering today. Khadeem, if
You
you
good, bro.
could please go ahead and introduce yourself, good sir.
All right, what's up, gamers, geeks, and weaves? This your boy Khadeem, aka Mr. Let's Geek Out. How's everybody doing? You already heard, yo. I am so excited to be here. As you heard from my boy Kid, yeah, I'm a huge gamer. Love anime. I'm more of a gamer than an anime head. You will see me post a lot of gaming takes on Twitter. So if you follow me on Twitter, go ahead and do that. You will see a whole bunch of takes from me from gaming, anime, manga, things of that nature. Um, what else? I'm also known as the spoiler Hashira. Don't ask, please. Don't ask. I know he's about to ask too. He's about to ask. I know he's about to ask.
No, I've heard some jokes about you spoiling some other I guess maybe some anime or whatnot. But that being
It
said,
was
there
an
you're not the
accident.
biggest spoiler that I know, because
Thank you.
Steve will get on here and like spoil everything if we're not careful and
Thank
not
you.
care. So there's a
Well, my
reason he's called Spoiler Steve. But go ahead,
yep,
bro.
yeah, people, my friends over at Analytical, shout out to y'all. Gave me that nickname, Spoiler Hashira, so it kind of stuck. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm just gonna stuck with it. But I am excited to get into this show with you, man. I'm very excited. Thank you for having me. I greatly appreciate it, bro.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you joining us, man. Appreciate you joining us. Now, we do have another guest that's coming in the building, but he's taking care of family duties at the moment. So, whenever he does get in, of course, we'll be sure to introduce him again to the pod as well. But in the meantime, we always start off with a mental health check to be sure that we are in our right state of mind and that we're good to go, or if there's something that we have to get off our chest that we can talk about. As for me, for my mental health this week, it's actually been okay. There's been some ups, some downs, more ups than downs, but still some pretty significant downs here and there, especially when you're between jobs. Still out there looking, still tweaking resume, and still just looking like, dang, yo, like I got all this experience and all these degrees, and you mean to tell me I can't get one phone call? But I think I had a breakthrough. I had some conversations yesterday and today, so I'm looking forward to seeing what the future holds for me. But as far as my other job,
Hey,
for
that's what's
me,
up.
thank you, bro. I think
That's what's
that
up, man.
if I hadn't left my other job, I know that my
Mhm.
mental health would not be in a good spot just because of the direction that they were going. I had to find something different. So
I
I
get
took a
it.
big risk and a big leap of faith, but I know God got me in the very end. So
Amen.
that's all I can hope for.
Absolutely.
But other than that, this it's been all right. Can't complain. Can't complain. I enjoyed wrestling this week, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the future holds in wrestling. And of course, we already know the playoffs are coming when it comes to the NBA. So I'm looking forward to that. And hopefully that'll keep my attention for at least for April up until about maybe June. So
Okay.
anyway, Kadeem, how's your mental health been, bro?
It's been honestly, it's been good, man. It's been doing well. I have no complaints. Life, I ain't gonna lie, life has been lifing. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
like some points it's been kicking my tail, but other points I just get back up, brush myself off, and be like, look, I know God's got me. I know things may be rough, but I'm like, at least I'm alive. At least I can like wake up in the morning with breath in my lungs and keep on going. You feel me? So my mental health been pretty good, especially with my family backing me up, especially my wife, man. My wife been
Mm-hmm.
backing me up and making sure I'm good. So if it wasn't for her, I don't know where I would be, honestly. But yeah, I'm good, man. I appreciate you for asking. I'm
Hey
doing
man,
good.
not a problem, bro. We always want to be sure that everybody on here is good and good to go. I know personally, while I have not found the love of my life yet, I'm
Not
glad
yet.
that I have. Yeah, not yet, but I'm glad that I have a family to support me, especially
Yeah.
in a time where I know that like I need that financial support because again, between jobs. So,
Yeah. Well, yeah, I definitely
but
get that, man.
yep, yep. But in the meantime, of course, y'all already know what time it is. Now, this is not a music roundtable, or rather, it is, but it's a little different. In this case, we decided to take the blurred route, and we're going to call
Hey,
this the blurred roundtable, and we are going to discuss a series that honestly had a really huge impact on us as kids, and even still more so
absolutely.
today.
Yep.
And that series, of course, is Power Rangers. Now, of course, you're like grown folk talking about Power Rangers. Now,
Absolutely.
absolutely, that's
Absolutely.
that's what we do. Now, of course, for those who are not familiar with Power Rangers or Super Sentai, I mean, obviously you can look up it on YouTube or anything like that. YouTube is your friend, Google is your friend. But if you're not familiar with Power Rangers or at least Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, I don't know what to tell you. The thing's been around for over 30 years. It's pretty much like you have to know at least
Right.
know
You
about that
have to know.
series.
Exactly. Like you cannot go through life, like go through your entire life and not know about Power Rangers. At least know about Tommy or anybody. Like you have to, like a little bit, even if you're not a fan. I mean, come on. It's
Yeah,
impossible not to go through life without knowing about the Power Rangers, at least a little bit.
absolutely, absolutely. And with that, of course, throughout the 30-year history of Power Rangers, there have been multiple seasons and multiple series of Power Rangers that, of course, have come from different Super Sentai series as well. Now, as far as where Power Rangers is at this moment and where it's going, we don't know what Hasbro has cooked up, if they've got anything cooked up for Power Rangers in the future, but
I haven't
we at
heard
least
anything.
yeah, me either. So we are going to at least take the time to recognize the theme songs that gave us joy throughout the Power Rangers history. And with that, we're also going to be ranking the Power Rangers theme songs as well. So for those of y'all who are of course familiar with the theme Goku Power Rangers, y'all already know what time it is. But we're still going to do this like it's a music roundtable, and we're going to give them our grades. And so with that, let me go ahead and bust out the rules so that way we understand where these how these will be graded. So projects are graded on a letter grade scale between S and F, with S being classic, A being great, B being good, C being mid, D for dud, and F for flop. For this tier maker, well, we don't have any EPs because clearly they're all going to be at least a minute or under or so. So we can go ahead and skip that part. When determining grades, all participants should consider the following: composition and structure, lyrics, subject matter, production, vibe, overall impact of the song on society. Graders can give their honest opinion about a project, but consider all these factors when giving a song its proper placement. Majority rules for grades on a song and their placement as far as ranking. However, if there is a disagreement on a certain song, the grades will be broken down into actual points, and the average point total will determine the ranking for the song. At the end, if multiple songs are in a ranking class and the order from greatest to least cannot be determined, the point system will also come into play to determine the correct order. The points are allocated on a college level grade point scale, with S rank being anything over 100. So, of course, to cap it off, an S would be anything between 100 and 110. A is between 90 and 99. A B would be 80 to 89. A C would be 70 to 79. A D would be 60 to 69. And of course, F would be 59 and below.
Okay.
All right. Do you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the rules?
Nah. Just know you might not like me at some of these rankings when these
Uh
themes come up. I'm not gonna hold you. But some of these, I'm not gonna hold you. Some of these rankings, some of these themes was garbage. I'm not gonna hold you.
oh.
We're not gonna act like some of them, all of them were bangers, because a lot of them were straight up garbage, and you
Hey.
probably not gonna like me for them. But I
Oh.
digress. We're gonna get
Hey.
into it.
Yeah, we are. Listen, I have some thoughts and some feelings on some songs too. There are songs that I really completely enjoy, and then there's others I'm just
Yep.
like, nah, this ain't it.
Exactly. Yep.
So
So the
we gonna
audience
get
might not
into it.
like us after this ranking though.
They maybe or maybe not, but of course, give me 1 second. I'm actually gonna share my screen here, so that way we can all see what we're talking about. So I'll share, of course, the one with the actual Power Rangers joint on there, so
All
that way
right.
he can actually see the tier list and whatnot, and then we will go into sharing of the songs. So this is going to be interesting. So can you see that well, Khadeem?
Yep. I can see that perfectly.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Uh,
Great,
I
great,
already
great.
got in my head what someone who said. I already got in my head.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go. All right.
Let's go.
Now let me okay, I had to make sure that I was scrolling correctly, because I crazy thing is that I did not get a chance to buy another mouse, and I should have, because I left my mouse in South Carolina, and so I'm kind of have
Mm,
to go old school and use the mouse on the laptop, and it's
I feel
yikes.
you. I get
But
it, man.
yeah, we're also going to be playing some of these songs as well, just so that we can have a good understanding of where these songs are, and that we're not just going based off our memory. We can actually hear them in real time as well.
Mhm.
So, with that, let us go ahead and let me share this other screen and get into, of course, the nitty gritty. You already know what time it is. We got to play the first one.
We gotta play the OG. Okay.
Play this too long because, again, copyright. Because
I know.
yeah,
I get it.
we'll at least let this one go to the chorus.
Mm, never gets old. I'm sorry.
Never.
A power and a force that you've never seen before.
And I feel like this was a theme for like White Ranger, right? Or White Ranger showed up. I feel like
Yeah,
The
yeah.
ability to morph and to even up the score.
bruh,
No one can ever take them down.
dude, this gonna be tough.
The power lies on their side. Go, go, Power Rangers! Go, go, Power Rangers! Go, go, Power Rangers! Mighty Morphin Power Rangers!
All right.
That was fire. I ain't
The
gonna hold you.
OG, the OG of OG.
Yep.
All right. So, between S and F, Khadeem, what you thinking?
Look, as much I'm trying to look past nostalgia. I'm trying to look
Uh
past nostalgia. I'm trying. I'm trying. Y'all might not like me, but as much of the OG it is, as much as it holds a special place in all our hearts, I will have to. I have to put it like it's between A and it's between A or B. Mostly A.
Okay, A I can understand, but B,
That's
damn.
but here's my thing. The only reason
All
I
right.
put it at B is because it is a banger. It's an OG. It is one of the best openings for Power Rangers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but at the same time, there has been other seasons that came up that tops it. So, like, I'm not going to say who yet because we haven't listened to them yet. But there's
Uh-huh.
other themes that tops the OG Power Rangers, at least in my opinion. So, I would say A. I'm gonna go with A. I'm gonna go
Okay.
with A.
Well,
Just to save
got it.
face so people don't get mad.
All right, well, we got a little bit of a disagreement here, man, because obviously I'm putting this as S, and for me, it's because of the impact of the song. Like anytime somebody talks about Power Rangers, this is the first thing that they go to. Granted, are there better songs? Yes, I don't disagree with you on that,
Okay.
but I also think just because of the impact of Go-Go Power Rangers and the fact that a lot of themes in the future are based off of this song as well. So knowing that,
Give you
it's
that.
like I can't put it anything under S. Like this is the absolute like classic tune, and you've got different variations of the song itself. So
True.
with that in mind, I guess we got to go to the calculator.
Okay.
What is your actual number grade from this? Again, the number grades again are from 90 to 99.
Mm, I will give it a 95.
And me personally, I gave it a 105.
See,
So
I feel like you talking from nostalgia though. I feel like you talking straight from
I,
nostalgia.
I, I might be, but I was thinking more so on the lines of, okay, how has this song like impacted the entire series in general, and like what did it bring to the
Okay.
table? Like how many times are we going to get this song or this variation of this song? Now there is a version of this song that I am going to give an A to, or at least a B to, but
Mhm.
we'll get there because I think it's coming up next. But in the
Okay.
meantime, the final score, of course, was 100, so I'm putting this in the S category if
I'm
it'll
gonna
let
let you
me.
have that.
It's on B right now, but it's again, this it sucks not having a mouse. All right, we'll stick with the OG here in S. Now, with that, I'm going to change it up a little bit,
All right.
and we're going to actually try to play the movie version of this.
I forgot how the movie version went.
You'll hear it in just a second. Let me go ahead and once again switch screens. It's the same song, it's just in a different key.
Yeah.
So we will stop that screen, and of course, we'll go back to YouTube. All right. It's a little more cinematic, I guess.
That's true.
I can hear all right.
Yeah, I can hear it fine.
Okay, cool. Now, of course, they had this whole interesting beginning or prelude to the actual song itself.
They did. Now I remember, and like I
Yeah.
can't quite put my finger on it, but it's reminding me of another movie where this theme is from, like another old school movie. It's not Back to the Future. It's just that trope of old school movies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
I know what you're thinking about too. I don't know what specific movie, but it is like a trope.
Yeah.
This is definitely like very 90s, very I hate to make this comparison, but very Boy Meets World, very
Yeah.
Saved by the Bell. That's kind of what this reminds me of.
Yeah, exactly.
They got a power and a force that you've never seen before.
And
Yeah, they were going in on this one.
yeah.
The ability to morph and to even up no one will ever take them down. The power lies on their side.
All right, I might have to add this to my I might have to add this to my playlist. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh.
I'm not gonna hold you. I forgot how it sounded. I forgot how much of a banger this was.
Yeah.
Oh man, wow, that sent me chills. I still got the movie too. I know I still got the movie somewhere. I gotta find
Yeah,
it.
I was gonna say, listen, I had the movie at one point, but what ended up happening to it? I think this is one of the movies that got destroyed in my old VCR because I had like a TV that was a combo VCR as well, but then my
Yeah.
VCR started messing up, and I was like 6 or 7 when it just started like conking. I don't mean like so any video like any videotape that I put in my VCR would just destroy it, and I think this was one of the movies that got destroyed. So I was just like, damn,
That sucks,
yeah,
bro.
it
I would have
does, man. But
that VCR would have been chucked out the window, and I would have been.
yeah, and it would have had it not been like stuck on my TV. Like it was literally like the TV is here, and then the VCR was like directly below it. It was a combo, so I
Oh, I know what you're
couldn't
talking
throw it
about.
away because the TV still worked.
Yeah, I feel you.
But all right, what do you think about that one?
Oh man, that movie one. Sheesh, I don't have to give that one. I ain't gonna hold you. That hit harder than the OG. I know people gonna hate that. That's a take. I know people not gonna like that take, but it hit harder than the OG. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna have to put it at the S for me.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to put it at the
hey,
S for me.
depending on what your grade is, if this might float an S because I was gonna give this like an A plus. This is like a 99 on
Mm-hmm.
me. So if yours is S, then I mean it's got if we do the math, then it's probably gonna end up being an S anyway.
I'll give it. I will have to give it a 99. Definitely a
Okay.
99.
Well, if it's 99, then obviously majority rules. So it'll stay in A, but it's just like
Borderline S.
borderline S. And that's fair because listen, the the damn harmonies on that, the
Was
fact that it's in a different
crazy.
key, yeah, they was like, yo, we we came here with no crumbs, bro. We're like our rent is due, and we got to
We got to
we gotta kill it.
eat.
Yeah, we gotta eat. All right, so far we've got the OG in S and the movie version in A. So that is going to bring us. I'm not doing Alien Rangers because it's the same
Mm-mm.
song as the OG. It's just replacing Power
Yeah.
Rangers with Alien Rangers. So there's no point in me actually doing that. So in the meantime, we are gonna go and move on to the next one, which is Power Ranger Zero.
Ooh, Zio. Hey, look, Zio. The Zio theme has a special place in my heart. Okay, that Zio
I,
theme go hard.
believe it or not, mine too. It's it is definitely a special place in my heart for a couple reasons.
Yeah.
And so, don't you play yet? Let me share the screen first. Good grief, man, my computer be doing extra shit. Share screen.
Like it don't work with you, trying to fight you.
Right. All right, here we go. Let me make sure that's off mute.
Stronger than before. Go, Zero. Powered up for more. Go, Zero. Rangers at the core. Power Rangers. Higher than can soar. Go, Zero. Fired up for more. Go, Zero. Even up the score. Go, Power Rangers. Go, Power Rangers. Go, Power Rangers.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
Whew. Okay.
I'm already gonna say S. It's an S. I'm already gonna say it's an S. It's an S. We ain't even got it. We don't even have to debate it. It's an S.
Hey,
To me.
to be honest, bro, yeah, because and here's my feeling on it, and we don't got to debate it, but I'm just telling y'all my
Yeah.
reasoning.
Right.
It's the for me, it's the chorus. It's like when you hear "Go Go Power Rangers," but then the guitar actually has a harmony behind it,
Yep.
I was like, oh my gosh, like the first time I heard it as a kid, it was just like, whoa. And
This
me
hit
being,
different.
yeah, me being 4 years old, not knowing what that is yet, but still just I was always captivated by the intro theme of Power Rangers Zeo, even if the
Hmm.
series itself was, from my taste, is mid. It's
Yeah.
good, but it's not like the best, but still. Just hearing that song being updated from the original one, this is like, oh, okay, yeah, they was ready. So,
Definitely. And
all right,
especially
let me.
like the harmony when they hit Zeo, like bro,
Uh-huh.
like
Oh
you
yeah. They
I,
was ready, man.
they was cooking with that.
Cook, absolutely. All right, so Zeo is an S in our books, and some people, I
Absolutely.
don't know if how you may feel about it, but this is how we feel. So we're gonna move that to S.
I know when you post this, people gonna be like, hold up, Zeo S, hold up, we're gonna have to switch this around.
Right. Well, I mean, that's how I feel. Now,
Exactly. Hey,
the next one I also like as well. The series itself, okay, hear me out on Turbo. Turbo is, when it first came out, Turbo was bad, but the ending of
okay, yeah,
Turbo was great.
yeah,
And as time went on, and there are certain Power Ranger series that are like even worse than Turbo. Turbo,
that's
by
true.
extension, doesn't look that bad anymore. It's like there's still certain parts of it that you just like, okay, because for those who aren't familiar with Car Ranger was it was a parody. So the fact that they
Mm,
tried to make a parody into an actual Power Ranger series, it's like, okay, I see where you were trying to do, but it didn't
yeah,
work. But still, the theme is a little different.
the
So
theme of
eh,
Turbo.
yeah, I'm gonna have to hold on. Let me see if I can get the. Well, I should have started this from the beginning. There we go.
There we go.
Go! Power Rangers Turbo, go! Power Rangers Turbo, go! Power Rangers Turbo, go! Mighty engines roar, turbo charge for more, drive for on the floor, go! Power Rangers Turbo, go! Power Rangers Turbo, go! Power Rangers Turbo! Shift into turbo! Target fixed!
All right.
Mm. As much and Turbo is my top, like it's in my top five. I'm not gonna hold you. It is in my top five. But in all
Really?
actuality, yeah, it's definitely in my top five. Definitely. Um, I will have to give Turbo, honestly, for me, an A. It's not an S. It's almost an S, but it's more of an A to me. Like it did
Mm-hmm.
what it was supposed to do. Like besides how the show ran and how they try to even sell it more with the movie, which the movie wasn't that bad.
Mm.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't. it,
I,
it was
I
quality mid. It was a quality mid movie. Okay.
mm-hmm.
Um, but other than that, I enjoy for what it was and how it transitioned from like Tommy and all the old school transitioning to like the new Turbo Rangers, especially how we got our first um black uh Power Ranger to lead the team.
Oh yeah, TJ.
So TJ. So I would definitely give it an A for me.
The song itself for me is an A. Like it's not OG, but you can still hear elements of the OG song within it.
Exactly.
With that in mind, I think this is it's a good song. It's the first time of them trying something different than giving you the normal, same old with Power Rangers.
Hmm.
Now, you got it in your top 5. Turbo was nowhere near my top 5, but I give more points for one, TJ being the first Black Red Ranger, and two, because it led into what I consider is the greatest Power Ranger series in my humble opinion. And so
I'll give
with
you that.
so I will give that the ending definitely of the series definitely saved, or it definitely had a nice little transition. Like, okay, we get the ending of Turbo where it looks like all hope is lost, and
Yeah.
then they move on to the next series, and the series that follows it was great. So with that, Turbo will be we'll put that in a category here.
Yep.
No shame in that at all. So just for our watchers here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the screen again so that way they can see where the first 4 series lies.
Cool.
And that we are all on the same page. For those that are watching here on YouTube, of course, in the S category, we've got the OG Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Power Rangers Zeo. And in the great category, or the A category, we have the movie version of Go Go Power Rangers and the Power Rangers Turbo theme. Now, let's get on to my favorite series of Power Rangers of all time, in my opinion, and that is Power Rangers in Space.
That's your favorite all time. Okay.
That is my favorite all time, man.
I'll
Like
give you that.
I could watch it multiple times and not get tired of it whatsoever.
I will say
Not,
this with Power Rangers in Space, it definitely gave, like, how can I put it? It was like everything was riding on the line. It how from Mighty Morphin all the way to In Space, there was like a large storyline between those three, between those four, from Mighty Morphin to Zeo to Turbo and now In Space. Like, it was just a huge storyline, and how it just played out. Yeah, it's definitely up there. It's one of the best Power Ranger series.
yep.
Honestly.
All right. Let me share my screen again so that those can watch. It would definitely help if I had 2 monitors, but unfortunately I do not.
That's all good.
And
You're doing a good job, by the way, bro.
Oh, thank you. I'm definitely trying.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rangers in space. To outer space now, flying higher than ever before. Rangers in space. Power Rangers, Power Rangers, Power Rangers, go, go, fly, go. Power Rangers, Power Rangers, Power Rangers. In space.
I ain't gonna hold you. The Silver Ranger got on my nerves. I'm not gonna hold you. He got on my nerves, bro.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not the biggest fan of Zayn either.
Yeah,
Like,
he was
definitely
so
not.
cocky.
Yeah, I
Oh
was
my
not a fan of
God.
his whatsoever. And granted, I was kind of interested in his love story with Astronomer, aka Corone, but after a while, I was like, when she dumped him, I'm like, okay, well, granted, it was a terrible reason why you dumped him, but at the same time, I'm not mad that you dumped him because dude is annoying.
He
So
is annoying.
now I say this non-biased. I love Power Rangers in Space. It is, in my opinion, one of the greatest series of Power Rangers ever, or the greatest seasons of Power Rangers ever. The song itself is just a B, in my opinion. I don't have it like at the top, because I do have others that are higher than that. But
Yeah.
the song itself, it doesn't really like move me. The countdown at the beginning is great, but then everything else is just kind of like, okay. But oddly enough, I did not know that the song was that popular to the point where they had to actually make a little bit of an extended version, which you just heard, because when they first did the In Space theme song, when they first did the intro, it was only like 30 seconds, but people loved it so much apparently, and they loved the series so much. When they actually did the second half of the series, then they extended it to the 45 seconds that we got. So with that in mind, again, it's still a B.
You good? Can you hear me?
Well, I can hear you now. I can't see you though. I don't know what happened.
Oh, dang. My camera died.
Oh, ooh,
That's
ooh.
funny.
Yikes.
No, it's all good. I'm just gonna switch cameras.
Okay. While you do that, I'm gonna go ahead and switch our screens back so I can get ready to. There we go. All right. So, Khadeem, what are your thoughts?
All right, so I I'm not gonna put it at a B. to me, it's a C. I'm not gonna hold you. It's a very high C. It was the series is great, but the theme was mid to me. Like I give it like a high C.
Okay. Ooh, ooh. Well, let's bust out the calculator and figure it out. What you said, like a high C. So, what a number grade are you giving it?
Give me the numbers for C. What was the numbers?
70 to 79.
I will give it a 77.
77. Okay. Now, my grade is, again, to be fair, A, and we've got a new contestant.
Where you at? Oh, my boy.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
JB versus the world. Once again, joining us on the Chaotic Culture Podcast. How you been, JB?
Oh man, I've been living my best life, bro. How about you?
Can't complain, bro. Can't complain.
What's good,
So,
man?
What's
you
happening, bro?
came in right on time, my brother. So you can, if you can see the screen, obviously this is how we've ranked the theme song so far. We've had Mighty Morphin as an S, we've got Power Rangers Zeo as an S, we've got the Go-Go Power Rangers, the movie version, as an A, and we've got Power Rangers Turbo as an A. But now we're discussing the theme song for Power Rangers in Space. I have it as like an 83. Khadeem has it as a 77.
Absolutely. It was mid. It was mid.
So just so that I could give you like the grades, again, S is classic, A is great, B is good, C is mid, D is dud, and F is flop. And for number grades, JB, S is anything above 100 up to 110. It's like college level grading course, grading scale. So an A would be 90 to 99, a B would be 80 to 89, C would be 70 to 79, D 60 to 69, and then F is anything below 59.
Okay. Well, so far I agree with what you got.
Okay.
OG is definitely S class. Ain't nothing above that. Zero is right there with it though.
Mm-hmm.
They're really
Yeah.
1A, 1B.
Yeah, that we definitely agreed on that. Like Zeo, something about Zeo like hitting the fields for us.
Absolutely. Exactly. Yep. That
Yeah.
run with Zeo. Exactly.
Yes.
We were just talking about that.
And then I was talking about how the guitar run actually added a harmony to it during the Go-Go Power Rangers part. And this is like, oh, they did something different.
Go Zeo. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yep.
So now, do I have to play In Space for you again so you can hear it, or do you just want to go ahead and give what you think? Because right now we're between, we may have to do the math on this, but what do you think?
Man, like I feel like would have been higher up if we didn't like if Mighty Morphin and Zeo and Turbo didn't come right before it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a C. It's a C for me.
Okay.
It's not bad. It's just kind of
not bad.
there. It's just
It's
kind
not
of
bad.
there.
Exactly.
Well, I kind of had it at a low B anyway, so I was gonna put like an 82. So if you had to give it a number grade, what would you give it, JB?
I gotta get a number. About a 78.
78. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Divided
I
by
gave it a
3.
77.
Yeah, it's a C, 79. So we're right there. Power Rangers in Space is no, that's putting in a B category. No, put it one more down. We said C.
I'm looking at one right now that's about to be a complete flop for me. I'm not gonna
Oh,
say
shit.
which one.
Okay.
No, actually I got two. Never mind. I got two that's gonna be a flop for me. Y'all
Okay.
probably not gonna like it.
Oh man, I can't wait to hear this. Now, the next one is what we call the epilogue of the Zordon saga, and that is Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, which I always thought that this was kind of funny because they decided to go deeper into space, and yet the Gingaman is all about nature. So I always thought that that was a funny comparison. I'm like, we're talking about deep in space and finding new planets and new galaxies, and yet here's a series that is related to nature and the elements, and we're using that as a
Right.
part of a space series.
And
That's
how the hell Bolt get there?
that's a very very good question. Like so many questions about this series. Like one, they had the mega ship museum. I'm like, how is it already a museum and why is it still operational? I never.
Right.
Bro, Lost Galaxy was look. I got a lot of things to say about Lost Galaxy.
Now here's the thing. I actually still liked Lost Galaxy. Like it's
No, I
not the
liked
best
it.
series, but it's just there were certain things about it. I was just like, okay, because I mean, this is the first time they took liberties in actually having a Ranger die. Shout out
Yeah,
to Kendricks,
Yeah,
but I mean, she
Kendrick.
does come back at the end because it's Power Rangers,
right.
but still, the fact that they were even thinking about doing that is absolutely crazy. So
Yeah.
let me go ahead and play the theme song. Let me just make sure my screen is up, and it is,
I would
and
definitely say
we'll.
my favorite out of Lost Galaxy is just the Zords. The Zords were my favorite out of the series.
Oh yeah, I got to give you
And
credit on that because yeah, the Zords are nice.
the Mag far, far away. You can say, oh, Power Rangers, Power Rangers, Power Rangers, go. My boy Leo.
Yep.
Sure, Maya was fine to say. I don't care what y'all say.
My top tier Yellow Ranger.
Yes,
If I speak on the villain lady, the inside lady, if I speak,
Tina,
yep.
Tina.
you will be heard.
Yeah, you will be heard, bro.
All right, cool. I ain't on one. All right, bet. All right.
Lost.
I'm not gonna lie. Lost Galaxy had one of the best biolizers in the series. One of the best.
Can we
I
shout
think
out Madden Defender for being one of the best Six Rangers all time?
yes, bro. Dude didn't look like a
Yes.
ranger, but he was definitely the sixth ranger, bro. And it's I really credit it for being so unique as far as being a sixth ranger.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I think for me, as well as with this series, is that I liked, with the exception of a couple in the Ranger team, I liked the growth of Leo from not sure if he could lead the team to becoming that definitive leader.
Yeah.
And as we said, we like the Zords, all of the Galactabeasts is what they're called. Like the fact that they were, ancient spirits or ancient beasts that could actually turn into Zords and whatnot. I thought that was really a creative approach
That
with that.
was so fire. So
Yeah,
fire.
and the fact that most of them lasted until the very end. Like you don't get the Ranger team doesn't. They have like the Zords on the side that help them
Mhm.
out, but they don't have like another Zord to come in and be like the updated Zord. Like with Turbo, of course, you had the Turbo Megazord, and then you have the Rescue Megazord, and then
Mhm.
with In Space, you had the Astro Megazord, the Delta Megazord, and then you got the Mega Voyager. But
Yeah.
now this is it's really just the Galaxy Megazord, and then you get the Lights of Orion
The
update,
lights
and
are yeah.
that's it.
And then you got those two, and don't forget those two extra Zords that got like experimented on.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
like it was a Rhino and
The
Condor. Was it?
well, I
Was it?
think it wasn't a Condor because
It
Condor
was
was part of the Galactic
right. It was the
Galaxy
Condor was a
Megazord.
green
So
one. It was a blue one.
the blue one was, I believe, representative of a Phoenix, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So yeah. Now again, the series was weird, good but weird. Uh, but I'm going to this is me personally. Lost Galaxy is my favorite intro of all time.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
this is
Wow.
just coming from me. It's my favorite, and I think it's because of the build up for when they go and then they get
Yeah.
into what ends
Yeah.
up being a chorus, which is a different chorus than any Power Ranger series that we've heard. With "Turn on the Power Rangers, Lost Galaxy," it doesn't feel like an actual chorus. I'm like, oh, I like this shit. So
What's special about
this
that? There's something special about that random lost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then when
it's real. It really is one of my favorites, and I might be a little biased on this one because I'm obviously gonna give this an S, but I do want to hear what y'all opinions are, and we'll find out where the Lost Galaxy theme song actually falls on the ranking system.
All right. Actually, let JB go. I want to hear him. I want to hear what you got to say.
all right. Man. All right. So first of all, shout out to Man and Defender's Child for having like the same armor. Was he born with that? Like a Cubone or something? Like would he
I,
grow
I,
up with that?
I
I
Like a
don't know.
Cubone. You called him a Cubone.
I, I don't know, but it is one of the better theme songs in the franchise. I
Yeah.
feel like they started off on such a high note with Mighty Morphin, and like again, going back to Zeo, Turbo, and even the movie, those are such a high note. And In Space fell a little bit flat by comparison, but
Mhm.
Lost Galaxy is
Mhm.
definitely a step up. So if I had
It
to put a
definitely was.
number grade on it, I'd give it an 88.
Okay.
So you're giving it a B.
Yeah, a high
Okay.
B.
All right,
I
Khadeem.
will. Yeah, I am right there with JB. Definitely agree. Like Lost Galaxy, it did what it was supposed to do. And series aside, like the series was, like you said, weird, but it was entertaining and it kept our attention. But the theme itself, it was something special that they did with the theme. Like it was such a huge step up from In Space.
Mm-hmm.
Like the chorus, that chorus was top. If anything, I will probably I'll give it a low A. I'll give it a 90. I'll give it a 90.
Okay. So as I said, I'm also gonna be like, even though I'm biased, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, this song is 110. Like, nah, I don't do that here. Um, Look, I gave the OG a 105, so I'm still giving this an S. It's 100, but if one is given an 88 and one is a 90 plus 100, if we divide that by 3, we get 92. So it falls into the A category.
Nice. Okay. I'm good
Yeah,
with that. I'm
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 good
good
not
with
with
the
that.
that.
All right. So Lost Galaxy will be an A, and we'll figure out the order of these in just a moment. So for our friends, if you are looking, we got the OG Go-Go Power Rangers as S, Power Rangers Zero as also an S. In the A category, we got the movie version of Go-Go Power Rangers, the Power Rangers Turbo theme, and Power Rangers Lost Galaxy theme. Nothing in B. In mid, we got Power Rangers in Space. Nothing in Dud. Nothing in Flop.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We getting there though. We getting there. So that would mean that the next series that we have to talk about is Lightspeed Rescue. Now, the series itself was interesting
It was
in
very
some
interesting.
spots.
Yeah.
I will give Lightspeed Rescue credit in one for the first time coming out with their own version of the Ranger. The Titanium Ranger is strictly an American Ranger. It is not
Mm-hmm.
involved in the Super Sentai series at all. The villains, of course, they're not really that memorable. You've got Diabolical Olympus, and I believe Queen Banshara is like the end boss, but
Yeah.
there was nothing really memorable outside of the monsters would obviously have the infighting as far as who would be the leader and whatnot. Vipra, oh my god, the acting was terrible. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But
I'm
also
not
shout
saying
out,
nothing.
yeah, she. I really wish she didn't speak at all during that series, and it's not because I have something against them. It's just listen, when it comes to certain villains and whatnot, I will always take Trakina over everything. I'll even take Trakina over Astronomer, and Astronomer is one of my favorites. But
Whoa, I don't know about that one, Chief.
Hold on.
Wait a
Hold on.
minute.
Wait a minute. We had to take a
A, com-
sidebar with that one. Hold
a
on. Time
hold
out.
complete
on,
arc? Wait a second. Astronomer and her complete arc?
Right.
I meant as far as looks, not as far as arcs.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
no. As
Okay.
far as arcs,
Okay.
Astronomer is
I was about to
like
say.
Astronomer went from being a villain to a Power Ranger. Like
Exactly. I
there
was
is
about to
no
say,
debating
like,
that.
me and JB was about to come at you. Like, wait a minute.
Nah. When it comes to looks, like, and Viper looks good. It's just that Viper just was there, and the actress. No offense to the actress, it was just bad. I'm sorry. The series itself is not one of my like overall favorites, but
Mhm.
this is also the first time we get like adults like Lost Galaxy, you don't know whether they're like adults or not. Most of them are probably adults, but they kind of fall in that range of these might be like young adults / teens. We don't know where they're at.
Yeah,
But Lightspeed Rescue, these are fully grown adults at this point becoming
fully
Power
grown
Rangers.
adults.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So let me go ahead and pull the screen up.
there's like I think Lightspeed Rescue. What are the only ones that like played as adults with like full time jobs? 'Cause I don't think
Yes.
I've seen any other series that did that.
Yeah, they had full-time jobs pretty much. Like, if I'm not mistaken, will hold on, let me, because I wanted to pull up like the final one of this song, but I guess it really doesn't matter because it's still the same thing.
Lightspeed Rescue.
Like Chad worked in aquatics. Carter
Yeah,
was a firefighter.
exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Uh, we had Dana who was of
She was
course EMT.
yeah. He was
Joel was he was a pilot, but he was like
a stunt double, I
stunt
guess.
pilot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
stunt
stunt
pilot.
pilot.
There we go. Yeah.
Now, I don't know what Chelsea's job was. I could never remember. I think she was just a high adventure.
Yeah, she was. She was just an adventurer, like an explorer, like a hike.
Or yeah.
Like yeah,
Rescue. Rescue.
I'm gonna let y'all give y'all takes first.
mm.
Ah man. You first, bro.
All right. I'm gonna give it a low because that theme, man, I got that theme on my playlist to this day. Okay,
Mm.
it is a low S for me. It's sitting at 100 for me.
Hmm.
For me personally, because that theme just went so crazy, and like you said, that series itself was so different than your regular teenagers with attitude. You had a full grown adults with full time jobs, like being recruited and becoming Power Rangers, and it was like how can I explain it? It was how they created the Power Rangers. They tapped into the morphing grid,
Morphin Grid, yeah.
tapped
Mm-hmm.
into the morphing grid and created them and all that stuff just to fight off those aliens. Like it was completely different. The story, I love the story, but the theme definitely love the theme. It's definitely 100. It's a low S for me. It is up there for me. I loved it.
Okay. JB.
I feel a bit differently because by this time, like in space, no, excuse me, not in space. Lost Galaxy was like where I checked out, and for Power Rangers when I was young. Yeah, like I was getting, life happens. You got to get older, whatever. Like I was barely hanging on by In Space, and Lost Galaxy happened. I stuck around to see what was going on, and I was almost out of it till Kendricks died. So
Hmm.
then I got stuck back in, but I didn't stick around for Lightspeed Rescue. It was one of the first series I revisited as an adult. Shout out to Carter and Joel because those are like my guys. Those
Yeah.
are like two of my favorite Rangers of their color, like for real, for real. But the thing, me listening to it for the first time, like as an adult, like, and I'm like, okay, I appreciate the chances they took, but I didn't love the theme song. Like,
Mm.
it's cool,
Yeah.
but it's still like, okay, it's a theme song. And maybe it's me being like a Power Rangers boomer or something like that. I aggressively, like, I give it oh man, like a 75, 76. Like it's a C. Like I don't hate it at all. Maybe because first time listening to it was me as an adult. I didn't go
Yeah.
through it.
I feel you. I feel that.
Yeah.
JB, I think we actually share those exact same sentiments, though I was still in the, fully into the Power Rangers at the time, but this is actually not one of my favorites. It's still a decent song to me, but it's definitely not one of my favorite themes. I think maybe it's just because of the first verse, it just seems kind of simple. He's like, the
Yeah,
danger will test you, better make it lightspeed rescue. I'm like, I didn't connect with that.
I feel
Now,
you.
when we get to the bridge and you get the instrument breakdown and they come back with powers on his way, it's like, okay, we getting somewhere now. But this was not my favorite. And so, but based off that, I boosted it up a little bit. So for me, it's like a 78.
Okay.
Okay.
So with that, I guess that means that Khadeem has it high up on his list. He said low S tier, so this is like a 84. After all of our grades are combined, so it's the first one that's going in B category.
Hey, I'm with that. I'll give it that.
All right. So I guess that brings us to our next theme, which is Time Force.
Shout out to Jen Scotts,
Yep.
the
Yes,
best Geek Ranger,
She was a badass. She was.
the best.
she really was.
Geek Ranger.
And the crazy thing about her is that she was the actual appointed leader of the Ranger team. Like, this is the first time where a Red Ranger is not specifically the leader outside of Mighty Morphin, with Tommy being the
Yeah.
White Ranger and leading. But this is the first time that a pink Ranger was the actual leader. However, Red always got the attention because Wes was the main character, and on top of that, he whenever they got to the field and into the Zords, he was always the field leader, if that makes sense. But
Yeah.
as far as head of the team, leading the team, like
Head
the
of the
commander,
table.
it was Jen.
No, I agree. I definitely agree.
All right, so let's get on. This is also the first series where we had another Red Ranger, which I thought was interesting.
Very interesting. Like a dark red ranger. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was weird.
Shout out to the Quantum Ranger, man. He was dope as hell too, man.
It was the what was this, what do you the quantum Q Rex? I forgot what his sword was called.
Oh, the actor who played the Quantum Ranger, he was at Ranger Stop last year. Dude is a trip, bro.
Are you serious,
Yeah,
bruh?
he is a trip.
I have never been to any of the Power Ranger conventions. Like, I've always wanted to go, but never had the opportunity to.
Oh man, holla at me when we get off cam, bro.
Now, were y'all able to hear that?
Nah.
Nah,
Okay, shit. All right, because I put switch tabs, but for whatever reason it didn't. So I guess we will have to show that again for our audience. You said the actor for which Ranger was that?
the Quantum Ranger.
Oh, the dude who played Eric.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a bet, man.
he is living his best Mighty Morphin life post
Man,
show.
I know he is.
Okay, y'all can see the screen now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me turn the volume down a little bit on this. Sorry about that delay, guys. I thought it was playing, and apparently it was not.
I know you good.
Y'all can hear and see fine now, right?
Yep. She was so annoying.
All right, so
Villain's daughter was so annoying. Oh my god.
say who?
The main villain's daughter, what
Rancid
Penny
Oh,
said.
daughter.
Nadira. Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she
was
Yeah.
annoying as hell. But Rancic was actually one of the best villains in Power Rangers, just for the sole fact that the dude, like, he almost won until the
Rancid was
very
like
end.
a cockroach, bro. He just didn't know when to quit,
Did
bro.
not know
he
when to
did
quit.
not know when to quit. He
Yeah,
well, you had the respect though. He had my respect. I ain't gonna hold you.
yeah. Uh, that in mind, Power Rangers Time Force. This is me personally. I
Mhm.
was the one guy who actually had all the Zords from Power Rangers Time Force, like every single last Zord. Because this is before I checked out of Power Rangers, and I was still collecting Zords. So like the Time Force Megazord, and the Quantum Rex, as well as the what's the Shadow one called? I just called it the Shadow Zord, but I had all of them. And so this was and I
Hey,
used to have
yo.
it like on my not my toy box, but I had it like on my shelf posted up and whatnot, because this is like the last real Zord that I had before I started checking out of Power Rangers and before I checked back in. So Time Force, I the song itself, I thought was different because it didn't have I think this is one of the ones that didn't have, like, outside of Lightspeed Rescue, I think, that didn't
Mhm.
have go all the way through. You heard it
Yeah.
like maybe 3 times throughout the song, and I thought that that was kind of different. Um, and the word "go" with a Power Rangers theme song is always synonymous. So the fact that you didn't hear it that much is interesting. But this was, for me, this song is like a low A, high B. I personally enjoyed the Time Force theme song. It's not like the best in the world, but it was enjoyable enough to me to keep me invested. It's definitely better than the In Space theme, obviously. And for
Yeah.
me, it was better than the Lightspeed Rescue theme. So that's just my personal take.
Okay.
Okay.
JB, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure, I'll go. Um, this for me, like yeah, this is I was checked out when it aired, so it's one I had to come back to because I heard about the great Jen Scotts and I like saw some of the exploits in the Boom Studio Comics version of Power Rangers. So you show how dated I was when I finally got around to it.
Hmm.
Um, and I love her. I love Wes. I love her. Rancic is all dog.
Yeah.
and
Oh, that's a fact.
Rancic is all dog. And yeah, the theme song set it up for me. Um, Still, the bar was set with those early ones. So like when you see these ratings for me, I'll probably be the one to kind of drag it down a little bit because those high bar early ones were just it for me. And where I was introduced to a lot of these theme songs later on in life, it just didn't compare for the most part. But this was a damn good one.
Hmm.
So like this, like despite me saying that was a damn good one, so I will give it. Oh man, I'll give it a 91.
Wow.
Okay.
I'll give it
Okay.
a 91.
Khadeem.
Dang. Y'all not might like y'all not gonna like me.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Here we go.
it's it's a low B for me, honestly. And that's only because it wasn't as memorable theme for me. I love the series. The series was dope. It's just
Yes.
that the theme for me, it wasn't. I don't know. It didn't catch me like it was supposed to, like the other themes. You feel me? And that's just me. So I would definitely give it a low B. Like I'll definitely give it an 80. That's just me.
Okay. So we got 80, we got 91. And I said I giving it a either a high B plus or a low A. I'm gonna give it a same grade as JB. It's a 91 for me.
Okay.
So if you divide that by 3, 87.3 is the final score. So it'll go into the B category.
All right.
And that higher score actually puts it higher than Lightspeed Rescue.
I'll give it that.
Okay.
All
I'll
right.
I'll take that.
Now, this is when I had officially checked out of Power Rangers again before I checked back in. Because like this series, granted, I watched, but I don't remember a lot what happened throughout this series.
Oh,
And
this
that's
is one of my
wild
favorite
for it.
series. This is one of
So
my favorite series, honestly.
yeah, I actually have to go back and watch it because the parts that I did watch, like I thoroughly enjoyed, I
Hmm.
just don't remember So this might be one of those ones where I have to go on Amazon and buy the whole series like I did the other three that we'll get to in a moment.
Yeah.
And go from there. Now, hold on, let me make sure that I'm sharing it correctly. Y'all can see the YouTube screen now, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Oh wait, no, you're supposed to start with the. It's on mute, of course. I had
Nah,
to
you
take
good,
a
man.
look. There we go. I'm also gonna say Alyssa is a elite Yellow Ranger as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Excuse me. The female Rangers on here all together were great. So Alyssa was a
Exactly.
great White
Exactly.
Ranger,
Yeah.
and Taylor was a great Yellow Ranger.
Yes.
From what I remember.
Merrick. Hey, shout out to Merrick, bro. His story.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, this team. If I remember correctly, this team was like a mixture of teenagers and grown adults too.
Yeah. Because I think what Alyssa and Max were still in school, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And Taylor was like a pilot,
She was a
and
pilot.
yeah, Cole, of course, was living in the wild, and
Yeah.
That's
I
true.
forgot the Black Ranger's name, just like that. And I was looking at it. Hold on, I forgot what he was doing, but I know that he wasn't like in school. But
He was
we
doing
know
something.
Merrick with
Oh,
Danny.
he had a flower shop. I think he had.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, he
he
had
had
a
a
flower
flower
shop.
shop.
Yeah, and then of course Merrick is like 3,000 years old, so of course he's
Ancient.
ancient. Right, right. This actually with Wild Force, you could tell that the actual theme song was actually more lighthearted
Yeah.
than the past ones. Um, especially more lighthearted than Time Force. Time Force took a little more of a darker tone with the song, but Wild Force was definitely lighter. And then the next one after that is even brighter than that.
Mhm.
But what are your thoughts?
No,
Um,
oh, go ahead, brother.
yeah, I'll lead us off this time. Um, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Y'all might not like it. it it's a 72 for me. Like I,
Okay.
I was not high on the theme song. Like Cole got on my nerves too, and I'm tied. I tie emotionally the Rangers to these theme songs. I do that with everything I watch. Like I tie. Like if I like the theme song, I like the show, and I like the theme song even more. Um, and Cole got on my nerves. Almost eternally got on my nerves with that wild boy enthusiasm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got on my nerves. But shout out to Danny though. I fucks with Danny in a long way, but but nah, just nah. 72.
72.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. And kid, what did you give it?
I haven't given it anything yet, but for me,
Okay.
Wild Force isn't like the greatest song in the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the greatest theme in the world for me. It's not bad by any stretch, but it's just middle of the pack for me. So this would fall into the C category for me as well. This is 75 for me. I still like it enough to enjoy it and play it, but it's not like my favorite.
Okay. Okay. I feel that. Um, I will have to give it for me. I love the series. I love the story of where it was going. I definitely remember the story of Wild Force. It definitely kept my attention for some strange reason. The kid me was hooked on Wild Force. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it was like the even though Cole, oh my God, Cole, the whole Tarzan thing had the whole Tarzan thing going on. It kind of was annoying,
Yeah.
but the theme itself, it was like you said, very lighthearted. I feel like it was very colorful, very lighthearted, and easy to listen to. But I would definitely give it I'll definitely give it a high C. I'll give it a 79. I'll give it a high C.
Okay, so we got a low C, a mid C, and a high C. So what? Let's see where
My-
that leaves us. It's in the middle with a 75.
Okay.
All right. Now let us get to our next one. This is where Disney officially takes over. They took over in the middle of Wild Force, but this
Mhm.
is their official takeover of the Power Ranger series, and this is where we get a shift. And that is, of course, Power Rangers Ninja Storm.
This one is in my top 3. Okay.
I ain't gonna hold you. This one is also up there as well. Like,
Yeah.
but we'll get there. We'll get there. Can everybody see?
Deep in the mountains,
Yep.
Yeah.
Ranger
Okay.
Academies train our future protectors. Ancient scrolls told of 3 who would be chosen above the others. 3 who would
Who would be? Oh,
Rangers go, Ninja Storm, let's go. Call the sun, and forces get
God, a shame.
yep.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace. Shout out to Cam too, bro.
Right, for
Yeah.
real.
Goated Six Ranger.
Being the IT and the Ranger, bro. Come on. One of my favorite battleizers.
Mm-hmm.
S.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that right now. I might be being biased. I might be being biased. But I don't care. It's an S. That's just me.
JB.
It's a solid B plus for me. I'm about to give.
All right, man. We're gonna have to talk, bro.
This one is a we all got different opinions on this one because this one for me is a high A. I had this as a 98.
Man, look, it is 102 for me. Like, I love this theme. Like that middle part,
Mm-hmm.
like when it got to the chorus, that bridge, bro, man, it was so good. Like, and the story itself is amazing. Like every time I would tie the theme to the story, like the theme song and how it showed everybody and how the story of Lothar and being like the uncle and the dad and the son and how everything was just like a cute, like how everything was, and the 2 girls being cousins. It was just crazy to me.
Yeah, listen, Ninja Storm. This was a series that I had to tune back into because
Mhm.
at that time, again, I tuned out of Power Rangers. It wasn't until SPD came around or was starting to come around that I actually had to go backwards. I'm like, oh, wait. Let me watch these other series. So that's when I fully invested in Ninja Storm and Dino Thunder to get to SPD.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm with you. The story of Ninja Storm is absolutely great, and then the theme song for me is really good, great even. But JB, what's your number grade? Because you're the only one that gave it a below an A. You said high B plus.
Yeah, I'm in like an 89, 88, 89.
All
Well,
right.
96 is the final score. So that
I'll
would,
accept it.
yeah, that is A, and it might be the highest A that we got. Let me scroll down a little bit, make sure. Yeah, let me put that here. Okay. So for all of our fans, we got the OG Go-Go Power Rangers as an S. We got Power Rangers Zeo also as an S. For the A category, we got Power Rangers Ninja Storm. We got the movie version of Go-Go Power Rangers. We got Power Rangers Turbo, and we got Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. In the B category, we got Power Rangers Time Force and Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. In the mid category, we got Power Rangers In Space and Power Rangers Wild Force. Now, let's move on to what some may call arguably one of the best Power Rangers seasons ever as well. And that is Power Rangers Dino Thunder.
Can we be honest? The only reason it's one of the best because Tommy was in it.
I mean, honestly, this is the spiritual successor to Mighty Morphin.
I'll give you
Yeah.
that.
This
I'll
was
give
the
you that.
one. And this was like I was gonna say, okay, well, the previous one we just talked about, Ninja Storm, was like the best one since like the OG run ended, and
Yeah.
then this happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else was really cool about Ninja Storm before we move on? I'm sorry, but how can we give a shout out to Dustin and how they were like how they had Power Rangers translated as a comic book and how he was like the guru of being a Power Ranger through the whole thing. Like I feel
Hmm.
like that was really cool.
Oh, for sure.
Agreed. Agreed. All right, let's go ahead and get into Dino Thunder. Can y'all see?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see.
All right.
There's a light in the distance. See them coming closer with the force of ages.
Ethan.
Centuries gone
Ethan is my guy.
by.
Oh, yeah.
Protectors of the right. Defenders sworn to fight. Dino Rangers roar. Power Rangers score. Sailors from these evil forces clear. Victory is ours forevermore. Protectors of the right.
Mesagog is the top villain. All right, he was
Yeah.
a really good
Great
villain.
villain.
Dino Rangers roar. Power Rangers score. Sailors from these evil forces clear. Dino Rangers win. Power from within. Victory is ours forevermore.
So that was
Ooh,
actually the first time in a long time that I had been like creeped out by a villain in Power Rangers.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, dog, Mesagog. I was like, yo, this dude is creepy as hell. Like the rest of them, like Lothar was a comedic villain. He was serious, but he was comedic.
Lothar
And
was funny as
he
heck, bro.
didn't take himself too seriously. And then if you want to go backwards, like Master Org was also a very very troubled villain. That was troubling. When you see his backstory and all
Yeah,
the shit that he did. Ransig, of course, is never say die, but Mesagog, I was literally like, oh, this is giving um fucking Lord Zed vibes. Like this
yeah,
motherfucker is creepy as hell.
yep,
And
man,
the way
and
that he could get to Tommy, though.
Right. It's like,
bro,
yo, the villain is literally in your backyard.
yep, and how, bro, like the story between Mesagog, Anton Mercer, and Trent. I
Mm-hmm.
cannot believe I remember their names, man. Cannot believe I
Shout out
remember
to
them
Trent, man.
for real.
Yeah, man.
Like the whole story of the the White Ranger, and just that whole setback around the Dino Gems. Like I will take it back. The story itself is awesome, but Tommy being in it, coming back, definitely was the icing on the cake.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, this was one of the first Power Ranger series I had when I came back to the series, the
Yeah,
franchise. I was like, I gotta check this out. Like I saw the clip. Aren't you a little bit too old to be doing this, Tommy? I might be old, but I can still pull
we'll
it
pull it
off.
off. Ooh, classic line.
Bar.
Oh man,
They
JC
got
Bell
Tommy
killed
back in
that
the mix. Let me
for
get. Let me
real.
see what's going on here.
Yes, sir.
And how he was like,
Uh,
sorry, go ahead. We're
no,
about to, we can talk about Down Thunder all day. Go ahead, bro.
yeah,
I'm
we
sorry.
really can. Um, as far as the song itself, uh, man, this one is actually kind of hard for me because I'm like
Mm,
stuck between like high B, low A. It's not like the greatest of all time, obviously, but it was still a great song. Um, little known fact, this is actually I think this is the first Power Ranger song that didn't have the word "go" in it at all. And that's I know that's a trope that I keep talking about, but this is literally like listening to the lyrics and going back. I'm like, yo, they don't say "go" at any point in time during the song. That's crazy, but still, I personally like the song because it especially like the beginning, it kind of like captivates you, and it's just like, oh, okay, we going back to the Dino themed Power Rangers, and it really as they all say, it's the spiritual successor to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but it just helps that it was just a really good story and a really good series overall. So, uh, um, damn, 93.
Okay. Khadeem.
ah, okay. I'm yeah, yeah, I'm kind of right there with you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of right there with Ked. Um, if me personally, if I'm just tying the theme with the whole series in general, if Tommy was not in the show, I don't know if I would still be invested as I was, in my opinion. Like, don't get me wrong, everyone in the show, Connor, Ethan, what was it, Kendra? What was her name? I believe
Kira.
Kira.
Kiara. Thank you. Kiara, Trent. They did amazing. Um, and I definitely connected with Ethan because Ethan was the nerd. He was the geek. So was
Mm-hmm.
definitely connected with him. So I would definitely give it. I will definitely give it a. I will give it a high A. I'll give it a 97. I'll give it a 97.
Okay.
Okay. Man, I'm glad you touched on Ethan because like Billy was my OG favorite Power Ranger. Like
Really?
blue's my favorite color. Triceratops my favorite dinosaur. Like it was a slam dunk for me.
Yeah.
Like everything else about him be damn. Like you got blue and you got my favorite dinosaur. Like we locked in.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
I got to meet. I saw met David Yost last year at Ranger Stop, and I freaking froze.
Oh
Like,
man.
I freaking froze. And but Ethan, like as a character, like dare I say, almost one upped everything that Billy did in Mighty Morphin.
Mm-hmm.
It's in
Yeah.
terms of like development and being a character and being more well rounded and also being a nerd and of course being, identifiable to me because, black.
Exactly.
Right.
Um,
Exactly.
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 like we could go into that and Kira, I love Kira like as a character and that nosy the reporter girl like she got on my nerves, but I rock with her by the end of it. Um, and of course Tommy, man, like and the Tommy Trent connect. It's like it's a whole thing. Like this was such a phenomenal series, and the
It
theme
was.
song really lent to that.
Definitely.
And I, when I think about the series and the song, they're very synonymous with each other, and I just like it's a very like fluttery, loving feeling I have for this series. So I'm gonna give it a 95.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay.
It's a 95.
Hey, I'm with it.
All right. So that would put Dino Thunder just behind Ninja Storm.
Okay. And what's
For that.
what's crazy, that reporter chick, I just thought about it, she played in Ninja Storm as well, as one of the cousins as well.
Yeah, I was like, was
Yeah.
she one of the cousins?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, I remember that episode too, where like they did the team up and they at the very end they were talking about like how they all this like, oh, that girl is good, oh, that girl is good, but I look better, and this is like the same person.
I was like, wait a minute. That whole crossover was so good, bro. Shout out to the crossovers. The crossovers were so awesome. I wish they
Yeah.
kept doing it.
Yeah,
Yes,
for real.
sir. Yes, sir. Me too. Me too. All right. Now we are getting on to the next series, which is the return of Ron Rosserman. For those who are not familiar with that name, he is the creator of course, Go Go Power Rangers, and he was back for this theme, and that is Power Rangers SPD.
Let's go.
I have mixed feelings
Uh oh.
about SPD. Just a
Well,
little bit.
we'll get there, I guess.
Power Rangers SPD, Power Rangers to the rescue. Heroes on your side, heroes for all time, to save the universe.
If I speak,
Shout out to Dr. Kruger, man.
Yeah.
oh
Rotor
yeah,
Commander too. Okay, so the SPD as a series is good. There are some things about the
Phenomenal.
series that I don't particularly like I'm like kind of on, but this is still a good series. When I watched all three, when I did my Ranger watch, I did of course Ninja Storm, I did Dino Thunder, and I did SPD because I thought that these were like the three best Disney series.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my opinion of it. Now, as far as theme songs, this is again, with Ron Wasserman returning, you get that OG feeling of Go Go Power Rangers back again, even though it's not the same song,
Yeah.
but it's the same vibe. And if nothing else, it's that damn guitar riff at the very end that always fucking gets me, y'all. This for me, this is this is another S just for me personally. Like
Really?
this is one of those ones that I was like, oh shit, is that who I think it is? When it first came back, when I was watching it as a teen,
Yeah.
and I loved every part of it. I know that they didn't have like the most complicated lyrics, obviously, because yeah, but still, I just think the whole vibe of the series or the song itself fit the series, and I just personally love the song itself. So this is like this is low S. This is like a 100 for me.
Okay. I'll be honest. With SPD, I was in and out with SPD. I don't know why. Like, it's not that I think it was a bad series. It wasn't bad. It's just that I forgot during that time what I was doing. I think there were other shows that were like popping up during that time, and I like kind of not fully checked out, but I checked out at the same time. If that makes sense.
Mhm.
So, but I remember somewhat of the story. But the theme song itself, I will definitely, I will give it a, I'll give it a high B, in my opinion. I definitely give it a high B. I definitely give it a 89, almost a 90. But I'm gonna stick with 89.
Okay.
All right. So this one, I love the visuals more than the song. I love the dynamic between the red and the blue ranger. Sky is
Mhm.
my favorite blue ranger. Like Sky's my favorite. I rocks with Ethan and of course TJ, but like
Man, I wanted to fight that dude. I ain't gonna hold you.
listen, and that's the thing though. I wanted to too. For the
Yeah.
longest, I wanted to fight Sky. But it's like which as the story moved along, as he warmed up, it's like I get it.
I
I
get it,
get it.
but you still deserve a punch in the face one good time. You still get
One good time.
you just
Oh yeah, for
one good
sure.
time, just in the chin, just
Oh, for
once.
sure. Like you definitely want to punch Sky in the face, but then you want to take him out for ice cream, be like, "Hey, bro, here's where you went wrong." Like, that's
Mhm.
like, and despite like shout out to the community, bro. Like
Yeah.
we talked about Sky a couple weeks back. Sky is beating the January 6th allegations. He would not have been there.
Hey.
No, for
I
real.
get,
I don't think now Sky at the beginning might have, but I think Sky at the end, nah, he's not a
Nah,
January 6th.
nah.
definitely not. But that being said, the song was cool. Like it falls a little bit for me, like because like that guitar riff was so good, but it's like everything else about it kind of falls a little bit for me. But I love the visuals, I love the series, and I'm not gonna lie, like this is my favorite Ranger story, like a standalone series, like aside from like the OG stuff. Like this is my favorite one. Like
Okay.
especially the dynamic between red and blue. So this is like comes in high overall. 93.
Okay.
Nice.
93.
Not mad at that at all, which brings our score to 94 for SPD. So it will be in the A category, and that would it's kind of like tied with these two. Okay. So all right, for the audience, we're getting there. We make a good traction. We got a few more to go, but we got OG series as an S. We got Power Rangers Zeo as an S. In the A category, we got Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder, SPD, Go Go Power Rangers from the movie, Power Rangers Turbo, and Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. In the B category, we got Time Force and Lightspeed Rescue. In the mid category, we got Power Rangers in Space and Wild Force. And continuing with the Disney series, we are going to go into the next one, which is Power Rangers Mystic Force.
Ugh.
This one, I will admit that I also kind of, this is when I checked back out of Power Rangers. There were parts of it that I still watched parts of this series and I still like finished it, but at this point I was kind of like, I don't know how I feel about certain people in this Ranger team.
Exactly. There were some parts of it that was like I was rocking with the whole magic being sorcerers and all that stuff. I was rocking with it, but the team itself was like it was like oil and water was trying to mix.
Yeah,
with this team, and yo, I'm not gonna lie, I hated the Red Ranger in this one.
Oh like, yeah, niggas is absolutely top 3 worst Red Rangers.
Worst Red Ranger ever,
he
bro.
stinks.
He looked like he hated being there. I'm like, am I the only one who noticed that? He looked like he hated being a Power Ranger, and that's just me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I remember clocking it like it was a 9 to 5. He stinks.
He stinks. Yeah, he does.
He's the Dominic Mysterio of Power Rangers.
No, that's really fair, bro. That is absolutely fair. Side note, I actually meant to mention this during Time Force. Lucas is also top 3 worst Blue Rangers because they don't really focus on him at all in the series. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Like Lucas was one of the worst. Yep. So, but yeah, Nick is definitely one of the worst Red Rangers. So, but we'll get into the theme song and see how we feel about it.
Oh, okay. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I'll break the ice on this one, y'all. Yeah, this is my first D.
Get him.
Oh, get him.
Oh boy. Let me. It's the lyrics don't bother me. The style of the song kind of doesn't bother me. It's the singing in general. It just doesn't. I don't know. And I think I know what they were trying to do. They were trying to go for like the rap / trap feel because this is when trap music was starting to pick up the pace. So I kind of get it. They were going for more of a rap feel with this, but it didn't click.
It did not at all. Click.
So yeah, it's not F bad for me, but it's a dud. It's not getting any traction with me.
You better than me. I'm giving a straight up flop. I'm giving a straight up flop. Okay, that theme was I hated the theme. There were some parts of the series that I liked, but it did not. The only thing that somewhat saved the series was the Zords and the magic and somewhat of the story between Nick and his parents and adoptive and what blah 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 blah. But other than that, it's a flop. I'm good.
That's fair.
When I was going through my rewatches as an adult of Power Rangers, and somebody recommended me to watch this.
Who did that to you?
Listen, I'll put it to you like this. I haven't seen them since, but when I do see them again, I owe them a receipt.
Hey, you need a... Nah, you deserve that person, bro. That person deserves a kick in the chest.
I owe them a mean receipt for the time that. Oh my gosh, I felt like I finished it out of obligation. Like by the end of it, and this song was just like, you know who I visualized singing this song?
Who?
Remember the white dude from You Got Served?
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh god!
Oh Lord
No.
Jesus, no.
I visualize him
Oh God.
in the booth like this is gonna be some heat. Like
Hey, I'm
like
sorry.
Justin Timberlake, for she is. Like what the
Oh Jesus.
like, what is this?
Oh my God.
Hold on, I need to clip
We
that.
offend.
134.
Who did we offend? You know what? It doesn't even matter what my grade is. It doesn't matter what my grade is. It's a flop. It's a
It's a
dud.
straight up flop, bro.
I'm gonna just do majority rules on this one.
Tombstone into shit to the pits of hell
Oh my
where
God.
it belongs.
Can we all agree? Am I the only one who cringe at? No offense to her, she tried to do her best, but the DJ, the Pink Ranger, who was trying to be a DJ,
Oh, Vita.
Yeah.
was I the only one who cringe every time?
No.
Okay.
No, bro, nah, trust me. Like, no, absolutely not. I thought that she was also, I guess she was trying to play like the straight man as well, because she would be the one to also keep Nick in check sometimes. But
Yeah.
oh my gosh, she was just, with Nick was insufferable and she was just as equally insufferable. So
Yes.
Madison is the only one that I will never say a bad word to.
What,
on that
Madison
team.
is the Blue Ranger, right?
Yes.
I would.
Madison
She
was
had
cool.
her. Madison was cool, but she did annoy me sometimes. She annoyed me a little bit. I'm not gonna hold you. And how they tried so hard to have a love interest between those two, I'm like, really?
Oh, between Madison and Nick, yeah,
Yeah.
it didn't work.
He did not.
Yeah, no. I will also say that I think who was it Clay, the Yellow Ranger? I think he was like the comedic relief, and I think that
Was it
he
Clay?
also
Was his
kind of
name
helped.
Clay?
I think so. Listen,
I thought
this
Clay
is,
was the green one. I think
no, Xander was the green one.
Xander. Yes, right. The whole, I don't know where they got him from. He was supposed to
No,
kinda be
not Clay. Chip. I don't know who I'm thinking of. God, Lord.
Chip. Yes,
Chip was the Yellow
yes.
Ranger.
Yes.
So yeah, Chip was like the comedic relief, and I think
He didn't suck.
Xander didn't take himself too seriously either. But yeah,
Mhm.
everybody else, oh gosh,
Well, your
Oh,
Red
yeah,
Ranger
water.
don't want to be there.
yeah. Well, we going from one F to another, in my opinion. Cause
Hey, look. Mm-mm.
Mm.
And you don't see any of them. You only see the Green Ranger, the Blue Ranger, and maybe a little bit of the Yellow Ranger in some conventions, but the rest of them you don't see them ever again.
and maybe for good reason. But okay, guys, we've gotten our comments about the theme song from Mystic
Mm,
Operation Overdrive.
okay.
Oh boy,
Wait, which one are we doing?
Operation Overdrive.
Oh my God.
Yeah, next
Here
one.
we go again.
Here. All right, y'all. I promise you, it's only for a minute. It is only for a minute.
Hey, listen. They were trying way too hard with Operation Overdrive.
I'm trying way too hard on this one.
Go, Rangers, go, Rangers, go, go, go.
Oh my God.
Rangers, go, go, go.
Oh my god.
Operation Overdrive.
It's a minute we're not getting back.
I think we all know where this is headed.
Do we even have to finish it?
I'm
Like,
just playing this for my audience at this point. if we have to suffer through it, you have to suffer through it.
Oh my God, bro. I will say this. I understand what they were trying to do, with the story, but it did not save it none whatsoever.
Operation Overdrive. Power Ranger. Operation Overdrive.
Okay.
So they were basically treasure hunters, Power Ranger treasure hunters, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty much.
If it wasn't for the existence of Megaforce, this might be the worst one.
Yeah, this is definitely like bottom tier Ranger series. Like this is, and this is the 15th anniversary at this point. You're just like, really, guys, really?
So I got a question for y'all.
What's up?
Did it save it just a little bit? Just a little bit. Hear me out. Hear me out. I feel like JB about to cook me. Did it save it a little bit when they did the Rangers Forever, when he brought different Rangers from the OG Black Ranger, Johnny Youngbosh and Mystic and Ninja Storm, when they did that whole thing, that whole crossover, if you call it a crossover.
I liked that episode.
It was a
Yeah.
bright
Those series of
spot,
episodes.
It was a
but
bright
it's
spot.
like,
Okay.
how many ways can you polish a turd? It's still a turd.
And it's this worst series, worst intro ever. Like, look, even the whole story about Mac being an android, I was not interested at all.
That
And
was so.
then
Oh my god.
Will was one of the worst black Rangers who happened to also be black as well, and also to come to find out his actor is also a piece of trash too. So it's just
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can we
everything
have a?
about this
Is there a
series.
category below F? Like, I'm willing to bump up like the last one up to D, just so that we can have a special space on its own. Just up.
Well,
Like,
and the only reason why I is because there's also a song, in my opinion, that's just as bad. But we'll get to that.
Okay, we'll get to it.
But
I think
yeah,
I know
this is
which one you're talking about, but we'll get to it.
yeah. Operation Overdrive is
uh,
definitely, guys. Like, this is majority.
Oh
this
my
is
god.
this is. Oh my
Granted,
god, this is
there
terrible.
might be somebody out there that likes these that probably be like, "Are you crazy? It's good." Yada yada yada. To each his own, but as for me and my house, it's a flop.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
if
It
you
is
want,
100%
if
flop.
whoever's out there who likes it, who wants to dispute it, you're welcome to fight me over this. Like, we can have fisticuffs over this.
For real.
I am not budging.
Me either, bro. Me either. Okay, guys. On to the Jungle Fury, which is okay. Jungle Fury, I thought was a really interesting series. It was really good. And this is just a much better than what we got from the last two seasons, in my opinion, on a humble opinion. So let's get on with it.
Power Rangers! Go! Here comes the Power Rangers! Jungle Fury! Go! Training hard to be the best that we can.
Shout out to Lily, man, and Theo.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
Hey, definitely shout out to RJ too, man.
Oh, for
RJ
sure.
was a great leader.
Go away! Save the day! 'Cause we're the Power Rangers! Jungle Fury! We're fast, we're strong, unstoppable! Jungle Fury! Here comes the Power Rangers! Jungle Fury! Jungle Fury! Go! Power Rangers! Jungle Fury! Power Rangers! Jungle Fury!
Okay, now we're back to the campiness, which is well needed
Yeah,
after what we got.
Yeah.
right.
I will. No. I'm sorry. One of you go first. I feel like I've been talking. Go ahead.
I'll give it. I'll give this one a solid 77. And consider the last two, it might as well be S tier, but it's a 77. Uh, shout out to Theo, Lily, and RJ. I know their knees and backs hurt from carrying.
Yes. They
They
really
were carrying that show.
carried the show. No offense to Casey, bro, but yeah, they carried the other rings.
No offense, but I think the actress for Lily's the only one I've seen in something else in the time since. She was in Spartacus for a season.
Wait, who you talking about? The Yellow Ranger?
Yeah, Yellow Ranger.
Okay. Oh
Did not know
wow.
that. And I've seen
Yeah.
Spartacus. I have to go back and watch.
Yeah, she was in
maybe go back and watch now.
War of the Damned.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, she was that Roman. She was that Roman wife that was palling around with Spartacus at the end.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Wow. Mind blown.
And she wasn't. Yeah, I remember her. She played in other shows too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, she
No, that's
she
crazy.
got range. Like she played in a lot of shows too.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, 77 for me.
77. Okay. Okay, do you want to go? You want me to go?
I can go.
Okay.
The campiness was well needed.
Mhm.
It was back to being lighthearted. as opposed to whatever that other shit was.
We're not gonna
They were
talk about it. We're not gonna
experimenting,
talk about
okay?
it.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about it, but yeah, it's not like again the greatest song in the world, but I think it does what it needed to do to help boost the series.
Mhm.
It's a solid 80 in my opinion. It's not like mid. It's good enough for me just to like go back and maybe listen to it every now and again.
Yeah,
So it falls along that line of like low B, high C. So, but I'm gonna give it an 80. I'm gonna bump it up to B just because it is a far cry better than what we got in the previous two series.
I would. Yep, I definitely give you that. It was definitely, definitely much better than them other two over there.
Mhm.
As much as they tried to experiment, don't ever experiment ever again.
Please don't.
You've had
um,
enough.
right, for real. I would definitely, because this is definitely in my top 10. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
lie, definitely in my top 10. Because I'm a huge fan of martial arts, and I feel like Jungle Fury really hit that martial arts spirit with
Mhm.
this one. And shout out to having, I think this one was when they introduced multiple Rangers in here of
Yeah.
like different animals, and it was dope. Um, yeah, I would definitely give it. I'll definitely give it a 97. I'll definitely give it a 97 for me.
We definitely
Mm.
got varying grades here. So that would put it at it's an 84.666. So
Okay.
it's good.
I don't like that 666, but you know, I ain't gonna say
Yeah.
To be fair to our audience, the 6 is repeating.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right. So let's continue with the last of the Disney series. And that would bring us to Power Rangers RPM.
Oh god, this was
Ugh.
oh, jeez.
Okay, so full disclosure, the series itself went through a lot of changes.
It went
That
through a
being said,
lot.
I still liked the series. I thought, well,
Really?
if this is where Disney ends, you know what? It's not a bad ending. I think we need more, but this is not a bad ending. I thought that the series itself was good. Now the theme song, let's just get this over with.
Let's go.
Please.
Go. Let's just go.
Uh,
I know
uh,
I said never experiments again, but please, Jesus Christ,
yeah,
y'all.
this one was
This when you get too comfortable, you start feeling yourself.
Right.
mhm.
Oh my god.
Goodness, excuse me.
You
All
good,
right.
man.
A computer virus has built armies of robotic soldiers and taken control of our world. But there is still one place we can be safe. The domed city of Corinth. And the only hope we have left is...
Y'all can see, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see it.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I'm just playing.
Another
Hey,
Spartacus alum.
You know?
shout out to Scott Truman, man. He was definitely a good Red Ranger.
He was. I'll give
He
him that.
was solid.
He was. He was solid. It was cool seeing him again in that Marvel show, Jessica Jones. It was awesome seeing
Yeah,
him.
Yeah.
yeah. His actor has range.
Yes, definitely. The doctor got on my nerve.
Dr. K.
Yes, she got on
Yeah,
my
she
nerve.
Oh
did
yeah.
get on my nerves.
This was a dark premise for a Power Ranger series.
It
It
was
really
so
was.
dark.
As I
We
said, the series, in my opinion, is good, but the theme song was trash. Like this is it's not as bad as Operation Overdrive, but it's is damn near close.
yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say on that.
Yeah. I'm gonna lead us off here and I'm just gonna just rip the band-aid off. No Diddy, it's a 69 for me.
And
Look, I'm giving that. I'm giving it a 62. Okay.
okay.
That big.
So it's like it's our first dud. It's not
Yes.
flop, but
It's not flop.
it's
Yeah.
bad.
It did what it was supposed to do, but it missed the mark tremendously.
Tremendously.
Say that one more time. It kind of broke up on my end.
Oh, sorry. I was saying it did what it was supposed to do, but it missed the mark tremendously.
Yeah, I liked the montage. That was really it. The visuals of the
Yeah,
song were
Yeah,
cool, but
they
the
don't
yeah,
song
really
itself,
miss on a lot of the visuals
they
they
don't.
in
don't.
any of
They don't.
these.
Yep. So we've covered the Disney era of Power Rangers and the original Saban era. So let us go through before we continue. Now, for those who are uh just checking in, obviously, here is what the list looks like so far. In the S category, we have Go Go Power Rangers or the original OG song, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. We got Power Rangers Zeo, also in the S category. In the A category, we got Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder, SPD, Go Go Power Rangers from the movie, Power Rangers Turbo, and Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. In the B category, we got Power Rangers Time Force, Power Rangers Jungle Fury, and Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. And the mid category, we got Power Rangers in Space and Power Rangers Wild Force. In the dud category, we got Power Rangers RPM. And in the flop category, we got Power Rangers Mystic Force and Power Rangers Operation Overdrive.
Even
So,
though they belong below, like the below the jail, I ain't gonna hold you. They
yeah, some of them just like, why did y'all even attempt to do this? But all right. Now that brings us to the Neo Saban era of Power Rangers. And the next one coming up, I'm gonna play Power Rangers Samurai and Super Samurai are pretty much the same series. We're keeping it as Power Rangers Samurai.
hmm
And that's the same thing for all the other Neo Saban series. So same thing for Super Mega Force, for Dino Supercharge, and for Super Ninja Steel. It's all just gonna fall under the original series name because it doesn't change the theme song, just changes some of the visuals. So Power Rangers Super. We'll type in Power Rangers Super Samurai theme
I
just so
have
we can get, I
mixed
guess, some
feelings
updated videos.
about Samurai. Not gonna hold you.
Oh, I got a lot of mixed feelings about Super
A lot.
Samurai.
Oh, my
Yeah.
feelings are
Lots.
not mixed. They are pretty concise.
Shout out to JB for being consistent. Jesus Christ, I forgot about that.
Y'all can see in here, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
That boy Decker.
yeah, right. And the
I did
actor was
appreciate having the actor come back to play a villain as opposed to a ranger.
You
Okay.
know, you don't really when you got a classic on your hands and you're struggling, you go back to what works.
right.
Hmm.
You go back to the classic,
You go back to the
and
classic, and it's not the same high, and it's not. It's the meal's been warmed up. You know what I'm saying? It's not as good as what it was when it was fresh out of the oven, but you can still eat it. It's still delicious. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't got that same bite. You know what I'm saying? It's not as fresh. It's not as crispy as it was originally, but it's still good. I'm gonna give this an
Hmm.
85.
Yeah, the series itself, I'm not too high on. It's one of those when I'm just kind of like, eh. But the song going back to the OG, I was like, oh, okay, they actually went back to the OG tune. And you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Of course, it's updated for the song itself, and of course, the intro for me, I will take some points away because, of course, them yelling their character name at the beginning, Jaden, Mia, all of that.
I swear to
Yeah,
man, look,
but the
Yeah.
song itself is good. It's really good, and I'm kind of with you, JB. So you know what? This for me, this is it's good. You know what? I'm gonna give it a. I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna give it 85. I think it's a perfect score for it.
I agree. It's an 85. I'm not gonna lie. I did not sit down and watch the entirety of Samurai.
I didn't either.
I checked out of Samurai. I'm not gonna hold you. It was just I don't know. It was I watched a few episodes and I was like, this ain't for me. I checked out
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I'm just gonna give it a B. I'd give it a B. Because they tried to modernize the OG, and I appreciate them for that. But other than that, like JB said, Hey, it don't taste the same. It don't taste the same.
It don't. But one thing that I will say about this series, or rather the Power Ranger series in general, like this is where I also kind of checked out too. But I will say that shout out to Linkara Top the Fourth Wall for having that whole series synopsis.
Yeah.
So when I'm like, when I didn't feel like going back to actually watch it, I was like, I'm gonna watch his synopsis, and he does a very good job of actually, telling us about the series, the highlights of the series, the down parts of the series, and things like that. So he does a good job of giving you a good synopsis, and some of the videos will be like anywhere between 45 minutes to like almost 2 hours, but they're still great show. So if you haven't checked out Linkara Top the Fourth Wall, check out his videos, and it does a detailed description on like each Power Ranger series and where it ranks in his all-time favorites. So okay, now we got to get to the redheaded stepchild.
Here we go.
Wait, are we talking about Megaforce?
Yes, we're talking about Megaforce.
We're talking about Megaforce.
Wait, okay. In its defense, I'm trying to be an advocate. Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna try a little bit to defend it. All right. In its defense.
Go ahead, Johnny Cochran.
We were all waiting for that big battle that was supposed to happen, and it was just dragging it. And the Red Ranger tried way too hard.
Like again, he's top 3 worst Red Rangers.
Man,
he tried way too hard to be this serious, stoic loner, and I'm like, bro, come on now.
Like the cast are really nice people.
Yeah, the cast is really nice people.
They're really nice people. Like I got to talk to them a little bit at Ranger Stop last year. Like they're really nice. But I think even they're aware that the legendary battle really flopped.
It did.
Really flopped. And that was the whole thing about this series. Like we all knew it was coming. We all knew what it was building up to. And I was like, okay, we have an opportunity to like get some OG cast back and figure out how this is gonna work and put their own spin on it. And I don't know. Like it's like you come y'all watch that series Monarch?
Yeah, Monarch.
I don't have the series to watch it, but I know about Monarch.
Yeah, it's like you watch it's like you watch the series looking for Godzilla, but Godzilla's in like 3 scenes.
Yeah.
And barely at that. That's what it felt like the legendary battle was. You checked in for Megaforce for that. And it doesn't have the same quality that Monarch has. Monarch is a good show.
It is a very good show.
But there's no Godzilla here. There's a legendary battle for real. It failed.
It's terrible. Man, I understand that Saban actually wanted Gokaiger, which is what Super Megaforce is based off of, and Gokaiger is an excellent series. But of course, with that, he had to get the series beforehand because the toy was like, now if you get one series, you have to get the one that comes before it. In order for everything to tie in and make sense. It's just the fact that Saban rushed everything and tried to compile it all into one series instead of making 2 series because he wanted to get this one out in time for the 20th celebration of Power Rangers, and it failed so miserably. Let's get to this song, man, before I have a conniption about this series, because oh my god.
And there they go again, shouting their names. I'll give them this though. The whole transforming into different like legendary rangers, I guess, was pretty cool. I'll give them that.
Okay, so series aside, the song itself is really kind of just a rehash of
A
Go Go Power
rehash.
Rangers and
Exactly.
Yeah,
Power
for
Ranger
sure.
Samurai.
Exactly.
And because it's a rehash, it's like by extension, it's not bad, but
It's
it ain't
not.
good either. It's like,
Exactly.
yeah, it's just
I
kind of
like that
there.
little bit on the end though. I really did
Yeah.
like when they had like the part they played with all the helmets at the end.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like that. Like, and I'm gonna let you finish your thought before I go into it.
All I'm gonna say is just by extension because it's more of the same. It's just kind of like okay, and a lot of the Neo Saban songs they are again play off of Go Go Power Rangers, but
Mhm.
there's one that I really want to get to that I thoroughly enjoy. But this one is like okay, you know, there's nothing different. You get more of the guitar riff than you did with Power Ranger Samurai. So there's that, and then you've got the the people who sing it going doing the Power Rangers Mega Force and adding a little bit of flair to it, but other than that, it doesn't make much of a difference. So this is like C minus D. No,
Mm. Okay. Okay. JB, go ahead. You was finishing your thought.
Oh man. So like in in this case, the normal cases, like you're doing retreading the same thing that you just did previously. Like I gotta take points
Exactly.
off of it.
hmm
But I really like that guitar riff at the end. I really like that.
Yeah.
So it does take a hit, not that much of a hit. I'll give it an 83.
okay,
Okay. I'm saying like if I really wish they did the whole pirates thing, like give it its own series and now make it to some super mode or whatnot. It did
yeah,
not make sense, none whatsoever. Um, I would say I will give it a mid C, like I'll give it a 75 in my opinion. I'll give it a 75.
okay. So if I had to give a number grade, I'm gonna give it like a 73, and I know JB gave it an 83, so that puts it at 77. So it's mid.
It's still a C. Yeah,
It's still
I
a
can
C.
accept that. The series is F though.
The
Oh no, no,
series,
yeah,
oh,
the series is an F.
It's a
oh
hard
my,
F. That's the F
oh my
plus
god.
plus.
All right, now
And y'all having Tommy trying to come back as a Green Ranger did not help it either.
it did not, it not at all.
And it didn't even make sense when they did that episode and that you show Tommy and you know the parts when all the old Rangers came back and they did like the whole visual thing of their helmet,
hmm
right?
Yeah.
And they show Tommy have the White Ranger helmet, but you have Tommy show up in this Green Ranger outfit. I'm like, okay, which one were y'all gonna have him in? Like,
He was also Red Turbo Ranger. And
yeah,
also the White Ranger. Like this man
Yeah,
knows
it's
Shadow
just like
Clones or what's up?
right.
I was wondering, I'm like, somebody did like Shadow Clone Jutsu and got all the different variations because you see Tommy's Green Ranger, but then it's like, well, who's in the White Ranger? Well, who's in the Black Dino Thunder Ranger? Like,
Right.
what's going
Like,
on? And then
what's going on here?
TJ is the Red Turbo Ranger, but he's literally in the
The
blue
blue in
Space
space.
Ranger suit. So it's just like this is what happens when you have multiple or you have the same cast play multiple Rangers. Now you really can't like differentiate, and you got to
Exactly.
put the Shadow Clones in there. So, all right, y'all. We're gonna get to my favorite Neo Saban theme.
Okay.
Here
Yeah,
we go.
this is by far my favorite.
If you have it up, we can't see it yet. I don't know if you're still working on it. Just making sure.
Hold on, let me make sure that it's up because I thank you for letting me know.
No problem.
Here we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Shout out to they'll be fine ass.
Yeah, bruh. I got a comment for after this.
Hey, hey, Candle. And Pink Ranger too. Hey, come on now.
Mhm.
If you ever stop Go find the girl. To the top. And just so
I will say this
happen.
though, the villain was not that memorable to me, to be honest.
Nah, the story was good though.
It was. It was.
Yeah. So, yeah, as far as the series, the story was good, and it's
Yeah,
probably the best story in the Neo Saban era.
For sure.
And
definitely.
yeah, the villain was not that memorable, though the story and the actions that the villain took, I thought were actually kind of crazy, because this is like maybe like the only Power Ranger series that takes place in an alternate universe for real, for real.
Right.
But now the song, I don't know who the soloist was, but again, this is going back to that man had bills due, and he came here to pay his bills. So that's why I think that this song is so high up for me. And this is almost, if it wasn't like a rehash, I almost would put it at S. So points do get knocked back for me. However, I really want to put this in S. Like, yo, this is like a borderline S for me personally, because everything else after that kind of just gets like, okay,
Yeah.
good but not great. This is like, for me, this is like the last great one that they've done, in my honest opinion. So you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna give it an S.
All right. All right. So I'm gonna give it, me honestly, I'm gonna give it a very high A. I'm gonna give it a 99, honestly.
Mhm.
Because it, to me, it wasn't a rehash. They actually tried to do something different with this theme song and not rehash it completely. Like
Completely right.
like the vocalist, yo, that man was singing. Okay.
Yes.
He was doing his thing with that theme. And I like, even though, yeah, some people saying that we're tired of seeing dinosaur themed Power Rangers. I'm not, to be honest with you. I'll never get tired of it.
Nope.
We loved dinosaurs when we was kids. How you gonna get tired of it? I'm just saying. But I would definitely give it a high A. It definitely did what it was supposed to do, and the series was awesome. Like it definitely kept my attention. That's
Mhm.
yeah, it did good.
You know how long I've been waiting to get to this one since we started this? I've been waiting this whole time to glaze this song up. No Diddy. They took, look, this is the perfect mix of knowing what works and taking a chance and getting the right people involved. This was the
Yes.
best
Yes.
one since Zio, period. It's an
Whoa!
S class to me. This
Well,
is
Wow!
S class.
I
Since
think we have our answer.
this man says since Zio, wow!
The best one since Zio to
The
me.
best one since Zio.
Like
All right.
it was its own thing individually, but yet
Mhm.
it was enough of what we know. And it just combined the two elements just right. And I think that's what they were trying to do with the previous iterations up until this point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel
And
like they were trying to cook something. I think no, I'm sorry. Go ahead and finish your point. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no. I mean, it's all good because you're right. I feel like what you're about to say, and you're right. It's like garlic salt works. So
Yeah.
you stick with garlic salt. If you want to try with something else, you want to try some slap your mama seasoning, some kicking chicken seasoning, some blackened seasoning, some Cajun. You experiment with that, but that garlic works, and you
Hmm.
stick with that garlic because it's faithful and it's
Yeah.
dependable and it's lovable, and you know it tastes good and it belongs on the meal.
Definitely did his thing. Yep. It was a gourmet meal. Yep.
Hey, I will wholeheartedly agree. So, Power Rangers Dino Thunder is actually our first S class since Zio. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And so now we got to go into the final Neo Saban, or officially like the final full Neo Saban era of Power Rangers, and that is Power Rangers Ninja Steel slash Super Ninja Steel.
I didn't fully got into Ninja Steel. I was in and out with Ninja Steel.
Honestly, I can tell you I maybe watched like one or two episodes. Again, I depended on Linkar to tell me the synopsis for this one because I kind of had no interest. And in his mind, this one was like it was okay. It
Mhm.
wasn't great. There were just certain elements about the series that he just really didn't like. I think that they had an overabundance of slapstick humor within this series, which of course is Power Rangers. Of course, you're gonna get the campy humor, but he said that this one just had way too much of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I stuck around for a few episodes on this. I had to stop watching it. I just couldn't get to it. Like it was too childish for me. Like, and that's saying something for Power Rangers. Like,
That's saying something for Power Rangers. If you have to, that's saying a lot.
yeah. So, all right. Well, let's go ahead and get into the actual theme song.
Pushing evil with all the might to get a
No,
ninja
the White Ranger and the Pink Ranger. Enough said.
Never give up without a fight to get a ninja steal. Standing up for what is right to get a ninja spin. Watching your back to get a ninja steal. Go, go, Power Rangers. Go, go, Power Rangers. Ninja steal. Ninja steal.
All right. Any thoughts?
I'm I'm just gonna
Mid.
go. Yeah, mid. Yes, thank you,
Okay.
mid as hell.
JB. Thank you. It is like I'm gonna say it
I
for
don't know
you.
why
bro.
we're
I'm just
beating
gonna-
around the bush on this.
I'm
You
gonna
heard
rip
it.
the
I heard
Band-Aid.
it.
Now, my question is it better than Megaforce or is it worse?
It's worse.
It's worse.
It's worse.
It's worse.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's
shit.
I wish because they did a whole ninja thing. I really wish they took a chance with it, like they
Mhm.
did Ninja Storm, because it was a ninja themed Power Rangers. Because Ninja
Yep.
Storm, that theme goes so hard. Like it's
Yes,
one of
it
my
does.
favorite
Yes.
themes. And you're going into another ninja based Power Ranger team. Like I wish you was more ambitious with it. And not I feel like they played it too safe with this one.
Mhm.
Like with the Go-Go Power Rangers part they played, it's like they were trying to edge us with it. It's
Exactly.
like, no,
Yeah.
just give it to us. Pause. Just give
No,
it to us. Like, you know what we're here for. You know what we like. Like, you just put out like your best effort in over a decade.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Keep those vibes going, and they
Exactly.
failed.
Right. Like it's like it was like night and day. Like you just came back from an awesome vocalist in Dino Charge, and now you give us this one. I'm like, bro, what were y'all thinking? Who was in the office with this?
I
Come on, man.
don't know. Yeah, it's mid, y'all. I'll give it some credit for trying to be a little different on like the lyrics and whatnot. But
Was
yeah,
it
it was pretty much like a tease. Like, yo, we're edging you with the Go-Go Power Rangers, and they decided not to take a chance on it for real. And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, it's we're here now. But yeah, it's a mid. It's
You
not
don't believe in
bad.
it, I don't believe in it either. How about that?
Yeah. All right, so now we are getting into the Hasbro era,
Here we
Oh,
go.
and
right.
this is I have some feelings on it, but we'll go ahead and play it because they're really short. So
Power Rangers. Go, go, Power Rangers. It's morphin' time. For justice we fight. With peace, warmth, and light. Together we rise. Go, go, Power Rangers. Go, go, Power Rangers. Peaceful first. Power.
so
It's a high C.
I want to say it's definitely high C. I felt like they could have done more with
They
it.
really could have done more.
There was something there, and it's just like you only give us 30 seconds of it. Come on, man, give us some more. But
Hey,
Yeah,
Kev, are you talking about the vocalist and like in that middle? Like they could have he could have expanded a little bit more, right? Is that what you're talking
yes,
about?
absolutely. I could have
Yep.
got maybe another bar or two. Like, give me some more
Yeah.
lyrics, man. Like what you did with that was great. So give us something more, but instead it was just like, oh, here's 30 seconds. And I know, with TV and how they are right now, it's like they're not gonna give you too much, but still, I wanted more with that.
I'm gonna have to agree with you fellas. Like it was short, not enough. They definitely had something on their hands. Didn't expound upon it. It just kind of seemed like you know we're just trying to get to it. Like I know audience
Mhm.
attention spans are short, especially shorter than ever these days. Like people
Oh
want like
yeah.
instant gratification with their shows and their stories. But yeah, I felt like they quit. They quit halfway through on us.
Yeah.
They did.
So yeah, C. Like I give it a 73. Like I'm kind of disappointed by it.
Mm.
Uh,
All right, well, it'll go into the C category here. And yeah, these last two are going to be like incredibly short because again, they're only like 30 seconds. So, but we'll see what they do in that time frame. So that
I'm not
brings
gonna.
us to Dino Fury and Cosmic Fury, which I
And
am going to separate them because Cosmic Fury is a little different.
It is a little different.
and
So,
I'm not.
This
This
is
is my
when
first time listening to these.
really
okay.
this is
Yeah.
when I checked back in, like fully checked back into Power Rangers, and I watched these last two on Netflix. 'Cause I feel like I think they were like Netflix originals. I think. No, I think
So Dino Fury started out on Nickelodeon and then season 2 went to Netflix.
right. Okay. Yeah. Right.
And I didn't get a chance to like fully watch it, but I know the synopsis already because again I
Mhm.
got spoiled, so I went ahead and just watched Linkar on top of the fourth wall, and he explained the story. But Dino Fury and the Cosmic Fury is actually a really good story, so
It
I
is.
do want to, definitely check it out. So let us do this one.
I will say, Dino Fury and Cosmic Fury was a breath of fresh air for me, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
If you're playing it, it's not on our screen.
It's
Just so
not
you
on
know.
there. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
every time I play it, I think that I'm doing it, but it's not. I have to. Let me hold on. Share. All right.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay. Let's get it.
At least they're not screaming their names.
Right. Okay. JB, what's your reaction since that was your first time hearing that?
I got to give that a D, man. Because what the hell was that? Like it was so.
Wait, I'm sorry. Do we need to play it again for you to hear it? I mean,
You probably could. We got time.
One more time.
I'm gonna activate my cam real quick so y'all can see my face.
Wait. Let me stop sharing
Yo,
this.
yo. He's like, I'm not having it. No,
Yep.
even listening to it a second time was like, what was that?
218. You gotta clip that.
We definitely got to clip that, bro. Oh my god! Oh god!
Well, what the hell? You're not Hasbro. Do you not care about what we think?
Look,
Are we not worthy of your effort anymore?
No, clearly
I
not. I
mean-
told y'all. After Dino Charge, it's just kind of like,
yeah. Okay, what did you? But what
It's
did
like-
you think about the little bit of auto tune in there? That middle, that little
It's
bit of
like that.
second.
Didn't even show up for the fight. Didn't even pitch the bitch. Like, what the fuck is that? No, no.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm crying. Oh my god, I'm crying.
So I guess that is when you said D.
Nah, that's an F, man. Fuck all that, man.
Oh, God.
Trying to be like politically correct with this. Nah, that's an F, bro. That's a hard F, bro.
Wait, come on. Come on, give it a little bit of wiggle room. Give it a little bit of leeway. A little bit, a tiny bit.
It said Go Go Power Rangers. There's your leeway. F.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Oh Jesus.
Woo! Needed that.
Okay. Yeah. Whew. Wow. Okay. All right. Baby, I love you, bro. I love you, man.
All love back, brother.
Khadeem, what's your grade, bro?
Oh god. I'm gonna be that's a tiny bit more nice. That's a tiny bit nice. It's a
Speak your truth.
It's a high D. Okay, it's a high D. It's a high D for me.
For me, it's not an F, but good grief, man, it's borderline. It's like so. I guess because of our grade, we got to break this down by grade because I'm like, you said high D. Khadeem, what's your number grade, sir?
Oh god, what D's in the 60s, right? So
Yeah.
I'm giving it a 67.
Okay. What letter grade are you giving this JB? What F or what grade?
Y'all don't, you really want me to do this? Like, you really want me to do this?
I gotta give a grade.
You got to give a number, bro.
5.
This 5 gonna break it down to an F regardless.
Go
of what
Go
I
Power Ranger. That's 4. 4.
Let's go give it an F regardless.
I knew he was going to do that. I knew he was like, it's a 5 because of the Go Power Rangers part. That's it. No, better yet, 4.
Okay, sure, man.
Hasbro, are we a game to you?
Apparently.
Oh, he's definitely not going like Cosmic Fury if that's the case.
Oh, all right. No, we about to be right back here again.
Cosmic Fury
That's
actually
cool.
gives more. I will say that it gives a little more.
A little
So,
bit more.
Yeah, I want to find like the final version of it, just of the visuals.
Yeah.
Is this one 15 seconds long?
No, it's still 30, but
still 30. We're not going to get that same length as like Turbo and Zeo, and
yeah,
we're not going to get that.
Those days are over.
Yeah.
So this for ladies and gentlemen, this is the final, as far as we know, the final Power Rangers theme song. So let's get to it, I guess.
Folks.
It's about to go out with a whimper, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. All right, Power Rangers Cosmic Fury.
I kind of want to see JB's face.
So that time it didn't say Go Go Power Rangers at all.
It gave you something different for those 30 seconds.
An actual chorus.
He's like, I gotta get in my car for this one. He said, I gotta get in my car for this one. Before they hear me go off. All right.
Okay. Hold on. Do I want to go first? Honestly, because it gives more. It's the same song, but it gives more. It gives you an actual verse. There are more lyrics other than Evolution, Revolution, and Go Go Power Rangers, Dino Fury. It gives you Cosmic Fury. You get you do get something towards the end of that. So because of that, I'm not gonna put this as a D. I am gonna give this a C. It's mid because the verse actually saves it this time.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. JB, if you talking, you on mute, bro.
On mute, bro.
You know what? The sarcastic part of me wants to give this. I guess the last one. I want to give it an 8 because it's twice as good as the last one. But I'm gonna be real. I actually kind of rocked with it. It's just too
Okay.
short.
Yeah,
I feel you. I
It's
feel you. Yeah.
that
like
it goes back to Beast Morph. It's like I want more, but
yeah. So for that, I'll give it a 70.
okay.
Like realistically, I wanted to do the sarcastic thing, but it's like in good faith in respect for your show, kid. I can't do it. So 70.
I would definitely. I'm giving it
Khadeem.
a 73. I'm giving it a 73. It did what it was supposed to do, and you know it was only 30 seconds. We're not. I just got to live with it. We ain't gonna get back the same minute length like Ninja Storm and Down Thunder. We're not gonna get that again. But it did what it was supposed to do. It gave us a little bit more, and plus it's Netflix. What you gonna do with Netflix, right?
Yeah,
So yeah, I'll give it a what I said 73. I'll give it a
73.
73. Yep.
Okay. So now we've got the full list up. I do want to just go back to a couple to see if we have changed our minds on anything. Like I kind of want to revisit. I want to revisit Ninja Storm now because I'm just like, you know what?
Nope,
That
we're gonna
song
leave
was
it right where it is.
yeah.
Nope.
I was so fucking good. So you just want to leave it right there at A, like borderline S?
You trying to bump it up or you
I was trying to bump it up.
you trying to
Like
bump it up? Okay, we can talk
yeah.
about it. We can talk about it.
I think I'm
So
the one that had it, that drug it down.
oh yeah, you that's
Oh
right.
yeah,
You were the one that
I'm the
drug it
one that
down.
drug it down.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Still
I
gotta
guess it
talk to
would
you
be up
about
to
that, but okay.
JB. I mean, to see if he wants to put it up in the S category if he thinks it deserves it.
You know, we could. We could. Y'all are very high on it. And for the other reasons that y'all are. Like, so if you want to bump it up, like I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Okay. So I think, but now I think I'm in a total agreement with everybody here. Um, from what we got, I'm gonna just go through it. We got in the S category Mighty Morphin Power Rangers or Go Go Power Rangers. We got Power Rangers Zeo. We got Power Rangers Dino Charge and Power Rangers Ninja Storm. In the A category, Power Rangers Dino Thunder, Power Rangers SPD, Go Go Power Rangers from the movie, Power Rangers Turbo, Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. In the B category, we got Power Rangers Time Force, Power Rangers Samurai, Power Rangers Jungle Fury, and Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. In the C category, we got Power Rangers in Space, Power Rangers Wild Force, Power Rangers Mega Force, Power Rangers Ninja Steel, Power Rangers Cosmic Fury, and Power Rangers Beast Morphers. And the D category, Power Rangers RPM. And in the flop, we got Power Rangers Mystic Force, Power Rangers Dino Fury, and Power Rangers Operation Overdrive.
I am good with this list.
Yeah, this sounds about right. It feels right.
It feels right
Yep.
in my spirit.
Absolutely. I believe
It
that it
feels
feels right.
right in the morphing grid.
I like that.
I've got no objections to the way that this list looks. So I think we spent a good 2.5 hours on it, and we got some funny content that I gotta make for the page and whatnot, y'all. But this was a good blurred roundtable. Let us know, of course, if you agree with it. For all of those who are fans of Power Rangers, or if you just like the music, let us know. If you want to go and listen to them on YouTube, again, they're only a minute long, but we also played them here for you in the podcast as well, so you'll be able to hear them and see them in real time if you're watching on YouTube. So definitely be sure that you check it out and let us know how you feel about each of the theme songs. I think that this is it's a great list, and I personally wouldn't say any different. I know that I have my feelings towards Lost Galaxy might be the only one because I'm like that one. I think I can manage it being in the A category, but that's just my favorites. But other than that, I think everything else looks solid. So with that, any final comments before we sign off?
Nah, man, we appreciate you, kid, for real. Appreciate you for having us on your show, man, for real.
For sure. And Hasbro, are we a game to you? Like, what is this minimalist effort?
What he said. What he said. Yeah.
If I catch you, Hasbro, when I see you, Hasbro.
Yes. When I catch you, Hasbro, when I see you, when I catch you. But
bring back Power Rangers for the
hope,
kids, Hasbro. That's all I ask.
For real. I really hope their next, whichever, I've not heard anything. I don't know if you guys have heard any new Power Rangers that's coming out. I don't know what they got cooking. I hope we get something really good in their next season, in their next team. and I hope the theme they come singing with the theme, because come on, the theme sells the series.
Mm-hmm.
Every
So
time.
every time, like if you're not gonna catch us on the theme, sometimes you're gonna lose your audience with the rest of the show. Some of them, but yeah, you man, Hasbro, come on, you got to step it up. You got to step it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So with that in mind, Hasbro, whatever team that you decide to do, please don't give us this minimalistic bullshit again. Please give us
Yep,
more, man. At least make them. If you're not gonna give us a minute, give us 45 seconds.
at least.
Just yeah, at least, and we'll be satisfied. But regardless, I definitely had a great time on this show. So with that in mind, of course, we're gonna have our guests, tell us how we can find them. We're not going to do the full rundown again because this is over 2 hours, and y'all already know what that list is. If y'all need the full rundown of all the businesses and podcasts that we celebrate and support, y'all can check out earlier episodes, or I can just put it in the description. It's a lot, but yeah, that is what it is, y'all. So JB, how can people find you and check you out?
You can find me on the interwebs at JB versus the World, spelled out, pushed together, say it all together like a tribe called Quest, on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. My central hub is JBvsTheWorld.com. WrestleMania content coming soon. Momo content in a few weeks. I got some
Hey,
more interviews I got to post up. Podcast coming back soon, and you can find that on Spotify and other places you listen to your podcast as well. But if you want to argue with me, if you want to fight me, if you want to talk to me, you want to rap at me about something, JBV the World, because Russ was just too long for it on Twitter, and that's about it.
Bet.
my man, my man.
Khadeem?
Yes, sir. Y'all can find me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all at Let's Geek Out. On Instagram is Let's Geek Out underscore. If you want to talk to me about gaming, especially gaming, talk about anime, manga, comics, anything under the geek sun, holla at your boy. I will be back to making videos on YouTube. Doing this with you guys, definitely. I ain't gonna hold you. Side note, definitely rejuvenated me into making content again. So I will be back to making YouTube videos soon. And I will definitely let you guys know when that will be coming up. And I will be streaming soon as well. Just got to get a dedicated setup, a dedicated PC to support that stream.
Yep.
But other than that, I will be back to making videos and content for you guys. Again, shout out to Ked for having us on the show. Much love to y'all. God bless.
I appreciate both of y'all coming through and doing this Blurred Roundtable with me, and to celebrate something that we've loved as kids and even up to adulthood. And with that, y'all, again, be sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the Chaotic Culture Podcast on your favorite DSP. Be sure you subscribe to the Patreon, and that's patreon.com/Chaotic Culture Pod. And you can subscribe at any of the 4 levels, whether it be for $3, $5, $7, or $10. Once again, we appreciate your support. Access to the Patreon, of course, will give you access to this episode early, and of course any other bonus episode that we have as well. Also, you can follow us at Chaotic Culture Podcast on Facebook. I'm getting a little more active on there because I was actually able to link my Facebook with the Instagram finally. So anything that goes on the Instagram is just going to automatically go to the Facebook.
Nice.
So definitely check us out on Facebook, and of course check us out on Instagram at Chaotic Culture Pod. You can also follow us on X/Twitter/ whatever at chaotic_culture. You can follow me, Ked the Pro, that's K3D the Pro, on all social media. Of course, you can follow my co-hosts on all social media as well. You can follow NASA at I'm Nakaso on all social media. You can follow Miss Sappy at Scraps14 on all social media. You can follow the co-pilot Law at L.JR_96 on Instagram and Law96_ on Twitter. You can follow Jay at JLeeTrey Trey on all social media. And you can follow Steve at ScubaSteve1428 on all social media. And once again, this has been another edition of the Chaotic Culture Podcast. So until next time, folks, remember, embrace the culture, chaos rules, be blessed, be safe, God is love, be easy.
Peace.
Stay black.
That part, for real.